Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Hey, this is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. I'm Yvonne.
Hey, what's up? This is Tim. This is Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. So...
What's up? Long little stager there. Sorry about that. I was playing with my buttons.
I was pushing buttons.
I was pushing my buttons. You guys didn't know we had Pee Wee Herman in here, did you?
No, I didn't. Did he
He's
come
a
in?
pervert, but we like him.
You've just been doing that all morning.
Oh, yeah. It's pathetic what we've been doing. If you could see the off-air antics, you'd be like, what is wrong with these guys? Cameras will be up today.
Now?
Well, no, not right now, but they will be up today, and I will announce. My hair looks like shit. I should have.
The cameras are up. Look,
I should have had. Well, the cameras are rolling, but they're not broadcasting, and I'm going to need to call wardrobe and hair and makeup to come in and fix me. So yeah,
Shell,
right? Silent fix my fucking hair. By the way, Silent Miss is sitting right over to my right, off camera. You guys can't see her no matter what camera I switch to. But then again, you can't see her anyway because the cameras aren't broadcasting. It's going to be one of those days today, boy, I tell you.
Thank God it's fucking Friday.
Yeah, man. TGIF. I apologize for the show yesterday. We just had some kind of computer meltdown. So I just said, fuck it. I'm done. We're shutting it down.
I know. You should have seen him. He threw his friggin' headphones. He threw the friggin' microphone. He's just smashing keys on his keyboard.
I'm a bad loser, I guess you can call it. I'm a very sore loser, yeah.
Well, you were coming in perfect. I wasn't.
I don't know what happened with your microphone, bro. I don't know. I really don't know.
And we couldn't just shut off broadcast because we were going for 15, 20 minutes before we figured out that my microphone wasn't up.
Yeah.
Silent Mish comes in and she says, I can't hear you. What are you talking? I can hear me.
I hear you just fine. What the fuck are you talking about? I know. I kind of looked at her like, what are you talking about? I hear him fine. It's fucking buried in my ear.
So everything that I said yesterday didn't get through.
No, nothing.
Well, we'll go back to Lindsay Lohan then.
Yeah.
Because that's where we started off.
That's where we left off, too.
That's where we left off and started off and left off.
Yep. Donna Gibbon, man. She's one of my friends on my Facebook page.
Yes.
I like her. Yes.
I like her a lot.
I like her a lot. I think it's the comedian, right? Donna Gibbon, the comedian. Isn't that her name?
Know Donna Gibbons. She's your friend.
No, it's the comedian. The red-headed comedian. You know the one I'm talking about, baby,
No,
right?
you're thinking about
I might have seen the wrong page then.
Sally Griffith?
Oh, no,
Sally
it's not Sally Griffith, but it's, what's her name, honey? You know who I'm talking about, right? She did the New Year's Eve, rocking the New Year's Eve with
Sebring?
Q-Tip Boy. No, not Sebring.
Q-Tip Boy.
God, I'm bad with names this morning.
Jesus.
Yeah. So and
I'm sorry. Anderson Cooper.
I'm so sorry. Anderson Cooper.
And her name is...
I don't know.
McCarthy?
I don't know.
No, she's a redhead. She's a comedian.
McCarthy, isn't she a redhead?
No, she's blonde. And
she's actually brunette.
Melissa.
McCarthy.
Melissa Fat McCarthy.
No, wrong McCarthy.
No,
Jenny.
wrong McCarthy. Jenny's a brunette as well. She just dyes her hair and shaves her pubes.
So what's wrong with shaving your pubes?
Nothing. It just, you can't tell if you're a blonde or not.
Oh.
That's how they conceal it.
See, it's a conspiracy. They dye their hair and shave their twat. You don't know what you got.
You don't know what their actual color is.
That's it, bro. Sometimes they forget, I guess, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Small cap alert. AIAAAGIY. Hemp. Creative. Fitix. DBS. Boy, this guy is typing in some kind of language. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Perry stocks earning, compromise. All right, so welcome to the show, everybody. We're just babbling on here. It's a Friday, and you know what?
And we're going to treat it as such.
And we are going to treat it as such. The week is going to be, the weekend and the rest of, the weekend and Monday is going to be an interesting day.
Yes. Is Monday breakdown day?
Monday is breakdown day. Monday we
just redid this fucking studio.
Yeah, well, the nice thing is we're only taking
and we gotta
the
break
one
it down.
camera. No, there's more than
No,
that.
we need wires and microphones.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we're redoing this studio again.
I know. We're going to rearrange everything again.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 days doing this. We're going to do it again. Again.
Just think about it when we actually move into a bigger studio, when we have it constructed and built that way, and then we get bored with the setup and go, shit, we can't move it.
We can't, because everything's going to be all fucking hardwired and ran through the ceiling, through the friggin' broadcast room.
It makes me contemplate doing that, because you see how bored I get with the setup.
Then I want to change it.
Did you catch Joe Exotic TV last night?
No.
Did you? No.
I missed it, dude.
Joe, we did see it.
We dicked it. But that's why, look. See? Nobody can see it yet. because
Nobody
the
can
cameras
see
are
it,
up.
yeah.
But we will show you once the cameras come up. It's a Joe Exotic thing.
You're showing like the cameras are up. It is Joe
I was actually
Exotic Day.
masturbating to myself on the camera, if you don't mind.
I gotta go. That's my cue.
Yeah, and in other news. That's Talk Shit Radio Network news for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good weekend.
We're going to leave it at that today. You think yesterday was short? Okay.
8 minutes, done.
Yep. Show's over. Goodbye. See you next week.
Oh,
go ahead, bro. What do we got?
I'm looking at the weather, actually.
Are you?
It was cold this morning.
It was nipply.
But it's starting to raise a little bit, get a little higher in temperature. The cold front is going to be moving out of the Bay Area. The weekend should be nice, actually.
Good.
But it's going to be freezing cold up in Oklahoma. So we won't be here.
Good.
We won't be
Why
here
is
next
that
week. It'll be
camera
really
doing
cold.
that?
Because it's focusing. There's not enough
Yeah,
light.
it's not. Oh, that's why. We're missing some light, huh? Yeah.
Keep it off. Keep it off. I don't want to be blinded.
You don't want to be blinded?
I don't want to be blinded.
All right, well, I'm going to get these cameras rolling, so let's talk about that some more while you're talking. I'll get the cameras going.
It's going to be really cold, actually.
Do you want to wait?
Huh? Do you want to what?
Yeah,
Huh?
no, it's all good. Don't worry about it. So, go ahead.
Oklahoma, it's going to be really cold there, and I'm ready for it. I really not going to bother me, but I don't know about you.
I'll be okay.
You'll be okay?
Yeah, I cry a lot more than I need to.
Okay.
It's just a fun thing for me. Look at this, audio only. What is going on?
What, the broadcast?
I don't have
the Ustream.
The Ustream.
You know what it is right now in Oklahoma?
Hey, there we go. All right.
You know what it is right now in Oklahoma?
What is it right now in Oklahoma?
18 degrees.
18 degrees?
18 degrees.
Stop it.
Yeah?
Shut the
I don't
front
see us
door.
broadcasting from outside anywhere.
I don't
This
either.
early in the morning.
I don't either.
Yeah, but is he-
like this.
Is he an hour behind?
But that doesn't matter. 7 o'clock. We're gonna,
So, yeah,
if
7
anything, we'd be starting at 7 o'clock. Right now, it's 7 o'clock
Their time.
Central Time.
Right.
Central
So
Time.
we'd be going live now.
now.
There.
Well, there.
Yeah.
At 7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock their time, so we stay
At
on
18
our
degrees.
schedule. Right.
Yes.
At 18 degrees.
Yes.
I got it.
I got it.
Sure hope they got heaters.
I know. I was thinking about if we could broadcast outside,
I want to, yeah.
what could we do to stay warm?
We'll build a fire.
I was going to say, we build a fire. We'll get a trash can. We'll be hobos in the friggin' zoo, and we'll build a trash can
I
fire.
think the fire's going to go over too good.
Yeah, I don't think so either, actually.
I don't see that going over good at all, buddy.
I don't think that's happening.
No. Ixnay on the fire on the IRFA in the ARCPay.
ARCPay. I can't speak pig Latin, so.
No?
No, it was never really.
Yizu, Nizo, was that?
No.
Izan Sizang?
No.
Really?
Really.
Gizet, there's a Fizzuk.
Honestly, I don't know what the fuck you just said.
I said, get the fuck out. Gizet, Vizza, Fizzuk is out. Yeah, it's not even pig Latin, dude. I don't think. I think it's just
like gibberish.
some fucking weird ass shit that my sister made up when she was a kid. Honestly,
I can't speak pig Latin.
No. Yeah. My kids caught on. I used to talk to Michelle real slow too, so the kids couldn't understand. But then they caught on.
I had a friend who had a younger brother, and I used to spell things until he got a little bit older. He fucking, understand what I'm saying.
Right, yeah, until he learned how to spell. And like,
Son of a bitch. Makes you want to
now he knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
Did you see the post from Blake and Jade?
No.
Blake and Jade would like us to call them, wouldn't they?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I saw that, except it's 5 cents per minute on Skype, and I don't do Skype, number one, and I'm certainly not going to pay 5 cents a minute.
I've never done Skype.
Yeah, I'm good.
Not worth it.
I'm good. Sorry, guys. Love the show. Love what you do and everything, but we have what we call a free phone number, so if you want to call us, that's all good.
It's fine. You want to pay the 5 cents? Call us.
Yeah, you can pay the 5 cents and call us, and then we'll go on with you, but other than that, I'm sorry, guys. It ain't happening.
You hear about that UFO in Peru? That interrupts TV show?
That big fucking ball that was up over the sky and all of that shit. Yeah, I seen it. I didn't. That was it. I saw the video and went, wow.
Yes, UFOs are real.
Yeah, it may not be aliens.
It may not be aliens. It could just be some idiot who friggin' constructed a unidentified flying object.
Correct. Or a drone flying around at night
doesn't mean
that
that
nobody's
there's
ever
aliens.
seen.
Doesn't mean there's aliens.
Yep.
And I don't believe in aliens. We were talking about this once.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, but that's right. You don't, not at all.
No, I don't believe
Really?
it at all. We were talking about the structures, like the pyramids and stuff like that, and that's what we were talking about aliens, and yeah, I just don't believe in them.
Gotcha.
He says a gotcha.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so you don't
No
believe in them.
Independent Day?
No Independence Day type shit. Nothing like that.
No.
How about...
What is this, babe?
What about
Is
Men
this
in
our
Black?
new bathroom?
I don't know. Could you handle that?
What the fuck is it?
It's a bathtub.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Hell yeah, I can handle that.
That's
you know
cool.
what's even better about it? Is you put like 6 chicks in there and just say, hey,
Oh
take
my
a bath.
gosh.
And then you just set
I
up a
wasn't
camera
going
and
there
video
with
thing. Yeah, well,
She wasn't even thinking about that. You're thinking about putting chicks in a friggin' see-through bathtub.
Goddamn right. Why wouldn't I be? I'm a man.
You don't need a see-through bathtub. Just put five chicks inside your bathtub.
Trust
But
me.
I can't see through it. That's the whole point, you silly bastard.
It's not a pool. It's a bathtub. They're sticking out of the water halfway.
Well, see, I want to see the other half that ain't sticking out of the water.
Tell them to put their head underneath the water and
Yeah,
stick
Here,
up
go
their
get
ass.
this croquet pen.
Come on. That was funny. Timmy, you can't even say that's funny now that you know what we're talking about.
It was funny because he said croquet pen.
I don't call it a crochet pin. It's not. It's croquet. I've never called it crochet.
Oh, Jesus. I never called it crochet. I called it croquet.
Or croquette. Depends on how I feel.
What the fuck's a croquette?
I don't fucking know. It's a word that I made up in my mind one day when I was really high, like today.
All right, so here's a new development I saw on Bay News 9 today.
Go for it.
Florida must prove hit-and-run drivers knew about crashes, their accidents, to be prosecuted.
Oh, fuck. Dude,
So
I'm
if-
going around smashing into everybody saying, I didn't know I fucking did
No,
that.
well, I figured I'd just close my eyes, and just run into anything that I
Can I do that?
and just flee the scene. I didn't see it. I didn't get into an accident.
Is that what they call it? The
Did I do that defense?
Yeah. If you didn't know that you got into an accident, I mean, if your car hit something, you know you hit something. You're supposed to stop, check damages, make sure everyone's all right.
Yeah.
So-
okay, so let me just break that down into terms that some other people that don't really understand basic common sense English. If you feel a under your car, you hit something, stop, you fucking idiot. Go ahead, Tim, finish the story.
See, it says drivers in Florida can't be prosecuted for leaving the scene of an accident unless there is proof they knew they were in an accident. Anyone could just say.
That's my point.
Anyone could just say, I wasn't in an accident. I didn't know I hit something. What do you mean you didn't know you hit something? I thought it was just the curb. No, that was some kid's freaking head that you rolled over in the street.
Melon, so you just fucking scrambled eggs some little fucking kid's brain.
Well, it came about when the Florida Supreme Court on Thursday, which was yesterday, unanimously agreed with a lower court's decision to throw out the conviction of a South Florida man charged after he had hit a skateboarder while driving in the rain.
Okay. That's a logical law.
Did you not know that you hit this skateboarder?
Enough said, bro. How could you not know that you hit this fucking skateboarder is my question. Not did you not know?
In Boca Raton, he struck a 15-year-old skateboarder who had fallen into a crosswalk. So when you feel that speed bump, and you went over this fucking child,
and yesterday there wasn't one there,
and there wasn't one yet, because he takes the same exact route every single day, and you just possibly killed a 15-year-old.
Right. When you drive that route every single day, and there's not normally a speed bump where you just hit a speed bump, chances are it's a little kid.
It's a little kid, a little 15-year-old kid that you had just massacred in the street and left him for dead.
Now, let me ask you something, Timmy. You've driven. You don't have your license, so you haven't driven yet here in Florida. But you've driven around.
What are you saying, Lou?
Huh?
What are you saying? Well, you haven't got to experience the fucking idiots on the
No,
road.
yeah, I haven't experienced
That's my
idiots
point.
out there yet.
You've yet to experience how stupid people are when they drive. The only thing you see is me driving, and I'm a bad representation of good driving. Because I'm not a good driver.
I haven't experienced the idiots who drive down here, the old people driving 4 miles an hour, or even 95 miles an hour in a 35 lane.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. That was you take the words right out of my mouth every time when we talk about shit, bro. And it's funny because the next thing I was going to say, wait until you're driving up 19 one day and you're in your car and you're jamming out to the tunes and you lean down to grab your fucking cigarettes or whatever you're going to do, and you look up and here comes an old man pulling out off of Spring Hill Drive while you have the green light, all right, and I don't know, maybe 3 car lengths in front of you, he pulls out and does 35 miles an hour.
And I'm doing fucking 60 at the time?
Right. Even though it's a 55, you're doing 60.
I got to jam on my brakes, my parking brake, my emergency brake, and hopefully not hit this 82-year-old man.
Right. And then put your head between your legs and pray to God you don't smash him. Exactly. Yeah.
But now if I smashed him, would it be my fault?
No, because he pulled out in front of you.
Exactly. See, now, that's where I don't understand where the law comes into place, because in New York, if you hit somebody, the person who hit the car is at fault.
Right. They did not have control of their vehicle, right?
Yeah, they did not have control of the vehicle to stop in time for, the accident to be prevented.
See, in Florida here, if you pull out in front of somebody and they T-bone you,
yes,
it's automatically the driver who pulled out's fault.
See, the driver who hit the car on the left, right-hand side,
right, whatever,
broadside, whatever, would be
at fault in New York.
At fault in New York. Yes.
See, and I don't agree with that law because I mean, this guy pulled out in front of me while I'm at a decent rate of speed, and I couldn't stop in time. You know what I'm saying? Because a trooper down here, Florida State Trooper, is going to measure the skid marks. All right, he's going to do the math equation to see how fast you were going.
Yes.
And that'll determine when you hit your brakes and all of that kind of shit. It's a really weird formula. I've watched him do it.
See, I think that's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's just...
But think about it, bro. If you're, let's say you're coming down Spring Hill Drive and somebody blows the light at Waterfall, or that light is green, or whatever the case may be, they just come out of a side street, pull out in front of you, to the point where there's only a car length. You don't have time to swerve, to
stop.
Right, so you hit him.
See, with me, if someone pulled out in front of me, always in New York, I always fucking gas up. I always gas up right on them, and I would tailgate them. I actually got into an accident from tailgating someone because he brake checked me when I did that.
Right.
But that's what I usually do. If someone pulls out in front of me and cuts me off, I just gas up on them, and I'm all up in their mouth.
That's me. But I'm a different driver, and I'll show you how I do things one day when we're out driving. But that's 20 years of truck driving that's gotten me to that point. I'll tell you what. When I drove around in my 1989 GMC van, I had a 2500 3/4 ton van.
Yes.
Big fucker. With a big brush guard on the front of it. Yep. People would pull out in front of me, I'd punch it.
So I would do.
Yeah, I'd punch it, and if I hit them knowing that if they pulled out in front of me here in Florida, it's their fault. I am now not trying to stop. I'm trying to kill you. Because it's your fault anyway.
It's your
so
fault.
I'm
You
going to
pulled out in
make
front of me.
it.
You should have
I'm
waited
going
until I passed.
all the way.
You should have waited until I passed. I'm sorry.
You're in that much of a hurry, you fucking wait.
That's
Otherwise, you're
what I
going to
believe.
die.
But now they're freaking doing calculations and formulas to find
They've
out who
always done
actually
it.
tried to prevent the accident from happening. They sit there and they measure the the skid marks.
There won't be any skid marks. I can promise you.
Get the hell out of here. There's no skid marks. I'm plowing you. I'm sorry.
I'm speeding up.
I'm sorry. I'm glad I don't have my fucking license down here right now because I'd kill someone. I'm
It's
sorry.
horrible, dude. It's horrible.
With
Or
as many
someone would
accidents-
kill you.
Or that, yeah.
That's the scary thing about riding a motorcycle down here. Is everybody else on the road is a danger.
And the motorcyclists down here don't wear helmets.
Nope. There's no helmet law down
What?
here.
Do you want to die?
I never wore a helmet, dude.
Do you want to die?
Never wore a helmet. Up in New York, where it was required,
Yeah.
wore it. The minute I got to a place where I could take it off, floop, down, off it went, onto the fucking back seat, wherever, gone.
I don't get that. Why is it legal to drive
It's a freedom thing.
a
bro.
motorcycle without a helmet here?
It's freedom. It's all about freedom.
No sleeves, no helmet, no watch.
You have to have sunglasses.
Freedom. Sunglasses? You have to have
You
sunglasses
have to
on
have
for
eye
glare.
protection on. You could get on your motorcycle.
I can
with
see that.
Shorts, a tank top, and flip flops.
But you have to have sunglasses.
But you
on.
have to have eye protection, and they will pull you over and write you a fucking ticket.
If you don't have
yes,
eye protection on?
I forgot my sunglasses one day, and a cop came up to us at a gas station and was like, "Where's your eye protection?" I'm like, "I got it, dude. I put it away."
You're at a friggin' gas station. You stopped, right? You parked. And he comes here up to you and says, "Where's your eye protection?"
He saw me pull in without it.
What do you mean with my eye
He saw me
protection?
pull in without it.
Oh, without it. You
Yeah.
pulled in. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Think about it, dude. The fucking gnat comes at you while you're doing 70. The
Oh,
gnat's
man, it's
doing
poking
70
your
plus.
friggin' eye out, I
yeah.
bet.
Yeah, it'll come out your brain.
When you ride motorcycle, when you used to ride motorcycle, bugs getting into your mouth?
No, I don't open my mouth.
She's like, no.
She's been on the back of the bike with me many a time.
But you've been in the back of the bike, so whatever would possibly hit you would hit him first.
No, because she's higher up than I am. Oh. Yeah.
I don't open up my mouth.
Yeah.
Remember when
No, I don't remember.
we were parked ready to go turn,
Mhm.
and a punch buddy go by, and I punched him and said, "No, punch buddy," and he flipped out and he thought I was falling off and everything. No, I think we were riding.
I don't
we were
remember.
riding down Spring Hill.
I don't remember, baby.
This one time?
This one time?
This one time?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. Where's your mother?
Where's your mother?
Where's your mother?
Where's your mother?
Anyway, what else we got going on? I see this St. Pete building's fate. Still uncertain after water pipe break. And the whole corner of the building is gone and down into the hole where the water pipe broke.
Why are all these water pipes bursting?
Because Florida's infrastructure has gone to shit, and they keep lining their pockets with the money instead of
Fixing the problems at hand?
Problems, yeah, exactly. Yep.
So what is this? This building is going to collapse? Are they going to destroy it in some way?
They're uncertain of what the fate of the building is. They don't know.
It is an old building, though. It's not a new structure.
No,
I saw that.
I'm posting it right now.
Okay, that's perfect.
What the fuck are you doing over there?
She's on her phone. She's talking to herself. Oh, she's yawning.
Yawning.
Authorities are investigating a large fire in Sarasota.
Oh, what happened?
I'm going to click up the story right now and find out.
What happened, mate? We got a fire.
It says authorities are still investigating a large fire that destroyed a house in Sarasota on Thursday night. Sarasota County Fire Department and Sarasota Sheriffs responded to the fire on Cork Oak Street and Colonial Oaks subdivision around 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
They extinguished the fire but could not immediately say whether anyone was injured. They don't have any more information on this. I just clicked it up right now because this fire looks like it's a little out of hand. You see this picture?
No, I did not.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. I see it now.
This thing's ablaze right now.
Wow.
I'm going to post this
Now
up.
that's a fire.
That's a fire. That's a fire. They must have been really cold last night because they got a big fire going.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Pa, we're going to do a bonfire. Let's set the house on.
Paul,
Paul, I got an idea. Let's just light up the house. Warm up the whole goddamn neighborhood.
Yeah. We'll help everybody out and get the insurance money.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll be good, Pa. What are we going to do with the insurance money, son? I don't know. Buy a new house. No. What's wrong with this one? Well, it's old.
And it's burned.
And it's burned up. Look. It's on fire.
Why? Oh, what are you signaling me for? She's rushing you over.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not Russian. I'm German and Irish, so go easy.
I'm not Alex.
Yeah, speaking of Alex. That brings me to my next subject. Target.
Target. Oh, Target. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Apparently, there was a big controversy going on with September Pierce and this guy Alex Zavotsky.
Ivanov?
Yeah, him, that guy. Zavotsky, I said, yeah.
Zavotsky.
Yeah, I was going to say Davatka. Anyway, there's been a lot of hacking going on. Because there's been a malware software that's been going around. And I have some information about Mr. Alex that turns out he's a Russian, for lack of a better term, fucking spy.
I was just going to say, a spy?
Yeah. So, and I'll show you once we get off air the list where I got this information from.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
And I'm sorry, guys. I do have other things that I have to do here. So I'm not getting defensive. I'm apologizing. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
It's almost to the point where nobody's allowed in here anymore in the morning. Because
gotta take the key out and lock you all gone.
Yeah. It's and if you're going to stand there and look at me like that, you can follow her too. But anyway,
in other news,
yeah. So without that,
so he was
children
a Russian
surrounded
the
by
United
children.
States Zoological Association and Team USZA Animal Miracle Network supports the owners of all species of pets. Our mission is to educate and help people of the world become better caretakers of the animals you have chosen to be a part of your family. Through the Miracle Network, we strive to grant last wishes for the terminally ill to meet an animal of their choice. It's through education we can save our wildlife and make a better place for them to live amongst us. Join the USZA today at usza.us and become part of a world loving animals.
Attention, if you've had hip replacement surgery and suffered any complications, you need to listen to this important legal alert. Major manufacturers have made billions of dollars available to award legal claims for defective hip implants. Thousands of these defective hip implants have been recalled by various manufacturers. If you've had hip surgery and suffered complications, you may be entitled to receive significant compensation to help you deal with your complications. You may be eligible to receive money to help with medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Protect yourself by hiring an experienced trial attorney. Our partner law firms are experts in hip replacement surgery lawsuits. Find out now if you're eligible to receive any of the $2.5 billion HIP settlement fund. Call now for free information.
855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. That's 855-586-1560.
If you are successful at what you do, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a business owner, or you have a great career, you understand the concept of protecting yourself. Well, are you protecting yourself, your family, and your assets with quality term life insurance? Consider these possible rates. A man age 45 non-tobacco user could obtain $1 million of coverage for as little as $75 a month, and this rate is fixed for the next 10 years. We specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. A man age 50 non-tobacco user may be able to obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $115 a month. And this rate is fixed for the next 20 years. We have great rates for smokers too. Call the Term Lifeline now. 800-430-1481. 800-430-1481. That's 800-430-1481.
Hey, welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. Sorry about that. Just a couple little interruptions in the studio that I promise will not be happening anymore. So where were we? This fucking building in St. Pete, right?
Yeah, we were at the building in St. Pete.
Yeah.
It seems like there is a big gaping hole, on the corner of the building out by the street, due to a water pipe. I don't know what's going to happen with the building, whether they're going to destroy it or not. But
it's wicked looking.
It does look like it's pretty messed up.
Yeah, it's wicked looking. And now the fire. Fire! We were talking about the good old boys. Yeah.
The good old boys.
The good old boys down there burning, having a barbecue on that fire. Look at us cooking that something up.
We're going to invite the whole entire family over for some s'mores, some hot dogs. Let's do it.
We're going to do it. Just do it.
Let's do it.
So, are they saying if it's arson? Look at it afterwards.
No,
it doesn't. There's the fire.
I know. I saw the after pictures. It doesn't have any more information regarding the situation.
Yeah.
They don't know what started the fire, who started the fire, if it was an accident or not. But they're still investigating.
Dun dun dun.
I just think it's faulty wiring, probably.
Probably, yeah.
But that house looks like it's a blaze.
You could say it's fucked.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
It's fucked. That's for sure. So nobody in the chat room today, huh? It's Friday. It's usually this way on Fridays. Yeah, it's been this way. I've noticed that has dropped off quite a bit. People joining us in the chat. And
just this week, for some reason, I don't know what it is. A couple of people did join us earlier in the week. Yvonne was with us yesterday.
Yeah.
She wanted to call in. She wanted to talk some shit. Someone's vibrating over here, and it's not my dildo. I mean,
it's Angela.
Okay. Let's see. 4 men with stolen financial information. I'm sorry. Sentenced in Georgia.
Really?
Federal prosecutors say that 4 men who were found with hundreds of stolen bank and credit card account numbers have been sentenced to prison. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
What's a big thing this year that I've heard a lot about?
What's that?
Is tax fraud, identity theft.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard a lot of. People filing taxes under someone else's name. But it's good that they caught these guys over here.
Yeah.
Over here, these guys.
Over here, these guys.
Over here. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's always a good thing. You know what? I've noticed that a lot too. It's been on the rise the last couple of years. The guy that actually owned this house, who's also a Russian, who's also has the name of Alex. Yeah. He was involved in some bullshit like that. I had people coming to the house for quite some time after we had moved in. Saying, hey, this fucking guy, are you Alex? He owes me money, this and that. I had one guy come up here and try to fight me in my front door. And, well, let's just say he was looking down the barrel of a .50 caliber. And I think he shat in his pants because I smelled shit. And he stuttered and walked away. It was quite
amusing.
Yes, it was quite interesting.
Did he ever come back?
Never.
Oh, good. That .50 caliber showed him.
Yes. Catwoman comes out of the closet.
Oh, she's a lesbian?
She's a lesbian.
That's why she had so many pussies in her house.
It says she's bisexual. Wait a minute.
So either way, she had all those
Looks
pussies
like
in
the
her
cat.
house.
Wait, come on, you son of a bitch.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
All right, so DC's Comics Catwoman comes out as bisexual. Looks like the cat's finally out of the bag for Selena Kyle, better known as Catwoman, is bisexual. In the latest issue of Eponymous, comic book, Kylie kisses Elko Hasegawa, a female character whom Kylie also bestows her legendary black suit.
Does that mean that in the next Batman, we're going to be able to see Anne Hathaway getting freaky with some chick?
I hope so, dude. That would be
fucking
really
amazing.
Cool.
I mean, we were already seeing her naked. If you ever watch Brokeback Mountain, she goes topless.
Who?
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. How come I can't picture her face right now?
She played Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises.
I didn't see the movie.
You didn't see the movie?
No.
Oh, man, that was a good movie also.
Right, so let's see.
You can picture her. Hathaway.
I'm using the
right
wrong
here.
keyboard.
You're using the wrong keyboard. Look, that's her.
Oh, yeah.
If you've seen her, you know exactly.
I know right who she is.
Yeah. She's pretty sexy.
She is hot as hell, dude. And she went nudie?
Yeah, she went nudie in one of the movies that she was in with Jake
Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain.
The fuck was that?
Yes, I've seen Brokeback Mountain.
Did you?
Yeah.
You watched
ever?
it? No, I did not.
You know anything about what Brokeback Mountain's about?
Yeah, it was about two homosexual cowboys, weren't they?
About that, yeah.
But they didn't know they were homosexual, right?
They knew they were homosexual. It's just the one character who Heath Ledger played. He didn't want to admit it, and he didn't want to be, I guess, labeled
as a
homosexual. So he never, pursued a relationship with the other character who Jake Gyllenhaal played.
Gotcha.
Because of the situation, he tells them the story about what had happened. Everyone knows.
I don't know.
Well,
I never watched the movie, bro.
Their father was a very strict Christian, and there was a gay guy in their town that everyone knew that he was openly gay, and a couple of homophobics took this homosexual that was in the town out in the middle of nowhere and chopped his dick off and slaughtered him, left him for dead, basically. And Heath Ledger's character's father brought the kids, like his two sons, who Heath Ledger was, at the time was a little boy, goes out there and sees this guy with his dick chopped off and slaughtered, basically. So he said, like it probably imprinted into his brain that if you become a homosexual, this will fucking happen. Yeah, it's bad. Right. It's bad. This will happen to you, and he didn't want to be labeled as that, and he didn't want that to be going around that situation.
So that's where because I did see one of the sex scenes when they were up sitting by a fire.
Yeah, the whole.
I don't remember that.
And the whole spitting scene. He spits on his hand and rubs his ass to fucking...
Yeah, I don't remember going that deep into it, but I do remember it was like...
no pun intended.
No pun intended.
No pun
intended. I do remember them actually having sex, and it was like... he wasn't enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
Who wasn't enjoying it?
The pusher, not the pushy.
He didn't... He didn't think it was right.
He was enjoying it. You could tell he liked it.
He was enjoying it, but he was probably really...
morally having a problem with it, or...
Yeah, mentally having a problem with it.
That's right, yeah.
Mentally having a problem with it. Yeah, they are.
They're up. They're not just they're just not broadcasting. So I understand a little now about the movie and the whole...
And it was very frowned upon.
Yeah, see,
in society, especially in that time.
Honestly, dude, I had no idea what the story was about.
It was like the 80s. I think it was portrayed, the movie. So I guess cowboys as homosexuals, were very shunned.
Right, because it was supposed to be the manly figure.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Marlboro man type figure, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't say the Marlboro man.
Well, on the Marlboro, remember the old Marlboro commercials and the billboards in New York before they outlawed all of that shit, made it illegal? Yeah, the Marlboro man, how he used to stand there all
friggin' a cowboy-like and manly. He's got his hand on his hip with a lasso in his hand with the belt buckle.
I don't think I watched it just because I didn't know the story. And I wasn't interested in seeing.
Well, they had a book, and that's where you.
And you read books.
I haven't read this book.
Oh, you did not. You just saw the movie.
I just saw the movie.
You watched Brokeback Mountain, baby's explaining to me the plot. I didn't know really what the movie was about, honestly. So I never watched it. I think she's probably seen as much of it as I have when I flipped through it and said, "Oh, look, babe,
Oh, look, babe, two guys having sex
in the middle of a field." That's what it looked like, really. That's really the only part that I saw, bro. They were sitting in front of this campfire, and they're having a conversation, and it was like, they're kind of like, fighting each other, like pulling
and then
each
they
other
start
towards
kissing each other.
Yeah, it was, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Because,
what is going on?
Yeah, I had no fucking idea, I'll be honest with you, so. Anyway, where were we? How did we get on Brokeback Mountain?
How did we start talking about?
How did we start talking about Brokeback Mountain? I don't know. Anyway, my hair is fucked.
Oh, we started talking about Brokeback Mountain from Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then we got on the boobies. We got on Anne Hathaway from the Catwoman article that you just read, stating that she's a bisexual.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, we like that.
She goes both ways, but that's just Selena Kyle, the character in the comic book.
I bet you Anne Hathaway has kissed a few kitties here and there.
Oh, I bet. I guarantee.
It's a good way of putting it, right, babe?
I guarantee she's kissed.
Did you chuckle over there? Oh, I thought you was chuckling. It's a funny guy. I'm in here to tell you. Oh, I ran out of breath.
Oh, jeez.
Now I'm choking on my own spit. Yeah, you can tell it's Friday because we're all over the fucking place today. We're talking about Brokeback Mountain, Anne Hathaway's boobies, choking on my own fucking
Choking
saliva.
on your own spit? I hope
My
it's
own
your own spit.
saliva.
I hope it's your own spit, I'll tell you.
Yeah, if it was my own dick, dude, I'd never leave the house and I'd have no radio show because I'd be too busy
And
sucking on it.
And you'd have a couple of ribs removed to even reach it.
Enough said, dude. Yeah, that's right.
You'd have to remove a couple of your ribs to even get down there.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know this, but I know this.
He knows it. He's done research.
I researched it, yes. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
Republicans throw a shade. Why did they even put... Well, let's fuck that one and let's go right over to this one because it's got pictures of buds.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, we're going to skip over Governor Chris Christie.
Oh.
And we're going to go right to the buds.
Go right to the bud. That's perfect.
Right to the buds,
That's perfectly
man.
fine.
And I have audio to go with the buds.
Yeah?
Yeah. So not only do we get to see buds, we get to hear buds. Buds, 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 buds. Anyway.
Yeah. What do you got over there?
It says D.C. mayor stands up for voters on legal pot. Defies congressional GOP.
Now, I think that's awesome that they actually legalized it in D.C. Yeah. Now, that's only in the District of Columbia, right? Yep. It's not the state that it's in.
Correct.
It's just the surrounding area of D.C.
Correct. Look at that. That is not a 12-hour battery. I'm sorry.
Look at what? Oh, geez, we're going to have problems.
Yep.
We're going to have big
that
problems.
Fucker's going back, and I am going to complain.
Good. Call him up. Tell him.
Why are you still here?
So, being a gardener has never before had such social cachet. I mean, like, maybe in World War II with the Victory Gardens, in places where nobody had access to any good food, and you were the gardener, you could produce the turnip, and nobody else could. And so you were the king of the world because you could grow people stuff that they otherwise could not get. Maybe in the Victory Garden era, a gardener had this much social capital, but maybe not. What's happening right now might be more extreme, because right now, people who can garden, people who have the know-how and the experience and the stuff and the physical ability to grow things out of dirt, those people are about to be more socially in demand than basically anybody else in this giant state, Alaska, and in this tiny beleaguered non-state called the District of Columbia. So, as you know, the states of Washington and Colorado have legalized pot already within the past year. Both of those states are now places that have businesses, stores, dispensaries where you can walk in off the street and buy a joint. It's not that different a process than buying a six-pack of beer. They have legalized it already in Washington and in Colorado. This week, Alaska and Washington, D.C. joined them. Alaska on Tuesday and D.C. last night at midnight. In both of those places, pot is also now legal.
All right, well, I put that. It's 16 minutes long.
You can't get into all that.
Yeah, no. And basically what it says is it talks about the mayor, Yeah, this fucking guy in Washington.
This guy over here.
Yeah, this guy over here. He's defying lawmakers and shit like that and saying, you know what? No more. You guys are done. We're not listening to you. Now, if every other city and state representative would actually stand up for the people that they represent, then we might actually live in a pretty decent country.
Now, from what I know about this, about D.C. legalizing marijuana, is it legal to grow it as well? Is that what she was saying? Full legalization, recreation, medical uses. It's legal to the citizens of D.C.
If they full legalization of recreation, it doesn't matter how you use it. Medical recreation doesn't matter.
You could grow it in your backyard if you really wanted to.
Stand out on your front lawn, water your lawn, smoking a fucking joint.
See, now, is this going to open people's eyes out there saying that legalizing marijuana really is a good thing?
When drug rates and crime and all those statistics in D.C. start to drop, and the D.C. police actually admit it, that it was a good idea, and stop lying and falsifying information, and because I don't give a fuck. That's it happens everywhere. I don't give a shit who you are or what's going on. Then we'll be all right. So,
I wonder if this is really going to open their eyes to legalize it throughout the nation.
Timmy, you know what? It has to. It really has to.
I mean, that's a very drastic step. I mean, a lot. It's D.C.
Yeah.
We're talking about the capital, our nation's capital. The city that it's in is legalized for marijuana.
Yep.
Recreational hemp,
That's
the products
amazing,
for oils.
To think that we live in a world, okay, now, after smoking for so many years, okay, and having to hide it and not be open about it, and having to worry about what society says about you and this and that.
Worried about being illegal.
Yep.
Because that's a lot of people's fears out there is I don't know if I'm exactly legal.
No, I'm talking about all the stereotypical bullshit that goes along with it when, you have that pothead that the daughter brought home, or that pothead that works for the company, or that pothead no, it's not that anymore.
I believe
it's beyond
now,
that now.
I believe now it's more socially acceptable than what it has been back in the 90s, even the 80s.
It's socially acceptable, but unfortunately on the corporate level they haven't quite opened their fucking eyes up yet. You know what I mean?
On the corporate level, as in what? Manufacturers, distributors, and dispensaries?
420 friendly companies. Just like the hotel we stayed at.
Yes.
420 friendly.
They had to expect that, though.
Come on. And if a cop came in there, it would have been a bad deal. The cops came in there that night, bad publicity. Bad.
Just for that hotel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they would have made big mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guarantee
they would have
been
slapped left and right.
Oh my God! We had a couple lawyers there. One, of course, we know of, my lawyer, very popular lawyer, very good lawyer, Michael Minardi. So right then and there, I mean, I'm safe. I ain't sweating.
My lawyer is here already.
I just go stand with Michael and be like, Michael, take care of this for us, will you? And then not for me, for us.
Go sling some legal
and then him and Robert would and probably more. They'd probably be 6 or 7 of the top people just schooling the cops, and they would leave. They would leave.
For the last 10 years, prisons don't offer dental. Sorry.
How fucking random is that, buddy?
Well, because we started talking about Robert.
Look, I'm looking at the...
Oh, I see you.
But I'm looking at it through the camera.
I see you. With your monocle.
Yeah.
The monocle.
I don't know, brother. I just... Once statistically proven that crime starts going down and there's actual proof that they're wow, hey, wait a minute here.
That this actually helps
when President Obama
society
can stand or sit out on the White House lawn, okay, and feel safe because he knows everybody's too high to worry about what he's doing.
Everyone's perfectly fine.
Right.
Everyone's loving each other.
That might be the point where, people start going, hey, this might be working.
But that doesn't mean that other states in the U.S. are going to,
not
push
everybody,
for legalization.
Right. Not everybody has that stance, though. You know what I'm saying?
See, I wonder also if this is going to make, the medical marijuana states that has medical usages legal are going to turn to recreational as well.
You can only hope. I honestly say that's all we can hope for is everybody follows suit. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean, bro?
Follows suit. They all file in line.
File in line
after one drops.
Exactly.
Another one will. Another domino.
Come on, dude. Washington D.C. Now, Alaska, now Washington, D.C. Hello.
Alaska is friggin' 3,000 miles away from D.C. plus, probably even more, 4,000 miles away from D.C. Right. I think it's great that Alaska has done it. With all... Look at it this way. Hospitals are few and far between up in Alaska. How are you going to... God forbid...
To say the least.
God forbid if you have cancer up in Alaska and you can't get to treatment for chemo radiation...
You have your own medicine on the ground.
You have your own medicine on your property that you're able to go out and cultivate and harvest.
Yep.
So then you can sustain...
What about the economy? What could this do for the economy in Alaska? Think about it.
What do you
It
mean
could-
the economy?
It's going to.
How do you want to look at it as?
It's going to spring up a whole new industry in Alaska for cultivation farmers. I mean, the cultivation, the trade. It may not be money, green, money like you and I mess, but
what would it be?
Trading. They'll be able to grow hemp. They'll be able to use the buds as medicine. They'll be able to trade buds.
Everybody being able to do it, I think that's what we'll do. There'll be no trading involved. I mean, you'll probably be able to trade.
I think that's
the seeds,
just the natural.
the clones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because everybody up in Alaska that are living off the land at a homestead, they're going to be growing marijuana. These people that are in Anchorage, Anchorage.
You don't even smoke it when you fucking grow it.
Oh yeah, I don't smoke it, but I would grow it.
Exactly,
I would grow it just to grow it.
Fucking grow it.
Just to grow it,
dude.
Just because I'm able to, I will.
Yep. And think about it. Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna build a hammock. Look at all of these pot plants I got. I got all of them hemp fibers.
Yeah,
I can use
all those fibers to make a hammock.
You taking your headphones off? You all right? Your mic is up now, by the way.
Hello.
Hello. It's down now. All right. Well, I didn't want anybody to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I lived up there, I would definitely take advantage of every piece of the land.
Being able, having the reason.
Well, we've talked about it, bro. To be able to juice the whole plant.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. You could sustain. I could eat.
That would be the perfect.
Yeah.
Energy drink. I don't want to say energy drink, but a vitamin supplement,
antioxidant. That's
a mineral supplement.
That's a good word. A supplement.
It's a supplement.
Yes,
it's helping. It's helping your body digest and work a lot better.
Yeah.
No more headaches. No more back pain. No more stomach aches. No more. I suffer from acid reflux.
Yeah. I don't
no
know
more of that.
Does it work?
What?
For acid reflux.
I don't know.
Babe, can you find out about that? If cannabis works for acid reflux?
I take Zantac 25.
I take the 150s. I got them. I got the good ones. Yeah. And then the only other thing that's...
Just in case.
The only other thing the doctor will give you beyond that is some kind of phosphorus pill. Yeah. After that, if that don't work, surgery.
When I was younger,
Okay, so they've got...
Whoop. Go for it.
They've got GERD and cannabis and acid reflux.
Okay. GERD?
What the hell is GERD?
Yeah,
GERD
what is that?
like a
heartburn?
Stronger form of, like the strongest form of acid reflux that you could possibly.
That's probably remember the pills that I got, the white pills, the something sulfate or whatever it was.
Sorry, it's loading.
Yeah, that thing is slow as shit for some reason.
No, it's not. I got about 10 things open right now.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I'm working on
I
that.
had so much. I literally dumped her computer, her laptop, like 5 times.
So
Go
signs
ahead,
and symptoms of GERD is adults are heartburn, regurgitation, trouble swallowing. Less common symptoms include pain and swallowing, excessive
salivation.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't even see
common
the
during
word.
heartburn,
Yeah, you knew exactly what she was talking about.
nausea.
See, that's what I suffer from is regurgitation. Every time I have something acidy,
That's where that word came from. You just said it. Regurd. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that.
That's where the word-
when you stood over that light, it was like bing.
I was like,
GERD, regurgitation. Every time I have something acidy, I always burp. When I burp, I always get a little bile, and I either spit it out or swallow it.
Now, including with GERD, some things you might actually do too is chronic cough, laryngitis, asthma, dental enamel,
See, I don't
hypersensitivity.
I don't cough that much. I sometimes I clear my throat, but I don't cough.
So, obviously, a diet is important no matter what. You can't just do cannabis and say that you're going to be healthy. You have to eat right. You have to exercise. It's not just straight up, I'm going to drink 2 plants a day and
No,
do it.
yeah.
You
no,
say
you gotta-
eat right, like
3. Well, actually,
diet,
you should eat
like
6
what I
meals
eat.
a day.
Yeah,
You don't eat.
instead of 1.
Right.
You don't eat right.
I eat right.
Who doesn't, baby? Him?
None of us eat right.
Oh,
Not like
yeah, I
we're
was going to say,
supposed to.
we don't eat right either. Shit.
So, the cannabinoids are effective in treating symptoms of GERD and any GI disorders.
Gastrointestinal.
Correct.
Right. Interesting. See?
So,
I
yes.
just learned something again. What do you think?
Now, you know,
Look
you
at
might
that.
have to.
That's purdy.
It is nice.
You might have to take it with in a pill with coconut.
With turkey wrapped around it like a dog.
Wrap it up in a piece of bacon for the dudes.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Bacon. Just chew it up.
Like Homer. I like bacon. Ha!
Well, Mylanta and Tums used to be my best friend.
That shit don't
Yeah,
work.
but that's not good.
Mish,
It
it doesn't.
keeps
Silent
going.
Mish puts in the chat bacon.
It's just not, you know.
It's not good enough.
It's not enough. Eventually, your body's going to be like, nah.
Well, nutritionally, you mean,
and
right?
then you
baby?
take more and more
And
more.
milk usually used to soothe my heartburn or
Milk never
or
soothed
stomach.
my heartburn, but the other day,
Put out them flames instantly. She drank a little thing of milk.
I was
Where were
suffering
we?
for 4 days. 4 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really want milk. And Lou's like, well, why don't you try it? It might help. And I took like 2 sips of my milk and it just coated my throat.
Yeah.
But it
It's
only
that saliva. I
It
don't
didn't
know why.
last long.
It
I tell you
didn't?
that much. No,
So you
I
should
got
have
it back later that
Should have
day.
took some Zantac with the milk, because as the milk is being
It didn't have
digested,
any-
to help it even more.
Yeah, I've done that a lot because a lot of times I'll fucking gorge myself on chili when I make it because I love it so much and I don't make it that often. But then I'll get the heartburn 2 or 3 days later. So I'll have to suck down a big old glass of milk and take like 250 milligrams of Zantac, which is not good, but it's all that works. Yeah. So that's interesting. But I mean, it's also common sense. You have to eat correctly. Otherwise, you try and live off of a cannabis diet, you know, you're going to have fucking clones growing out your ass, and it's not going to be too healthy for you. No, I'm just kidding. Now,
I
that's
seriously
an-
doubt that happened.
Well, when I die, babe, listen, when I die, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to bury me to where my ass is just under the ground. So when you put the clone in the ground.
So you're going to be ass up?
Yeah, ass up. So everybody
In the grave?
Yeah, so everybody can kiss my ass, number one. All right. And so the pot plant can grow out of my ass and use my body as fertilizer. And we're going to smoke some Lou Buds.
Lou Butts?
Lou Buds.
Lou Butts Buds.
Lou Butt Buds.
Lou's Butts Buds.
Yeah, Lou Butt Buds.
Ew.
It's
Lou
a nice
Butt.
company.
Yeah.
She's like, ew.
Ass Buds, we'll call it.
Ass Buds.
Yeah. And then listen, it's just a whole natural transition of the business, like I always talk about.
Y'all could smoke that. I'm not going to have a thought.
Y'all, he says. We go from, we start
Didn't we
Ass
have-
Buds Incorporated, okay? And Ass Buds Incorporated needs a way to deliver all their product. So then, babe, you ready? Buds Brow Transportation. And then we have Ass Buds Delivery Service on the other end. So, yeah, it's a whole conglomerate, man.
Coast to coast.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Ass to ass.
Yeah, ass to
Coast to coast. From Mexico to Canada, from the Atlantic to Pacific.
he says.
Ass to ass.
I didn't even think about it that way. Ass to ass, we're going to coat the country.
See, now, with this whole entire
I've been trying to
legalization.
get the camera's up for like 35 minutes now, just to let you know.
They've been up for 35 minutes?
I know, I've been trying to get them.
Oh, trying to get them
going
up.
for 35
oh,
minutes.
Geez, they're not aroused yet.
They're
Can't
not.
get them up.
No, it's been a rough battle. I've just yet to hit that
The
button
cameras right
there.
now are impotent.
Yeah, we've got impotent.
John Mazaro, what's up?
Johnny Mazarel, all the way from Jamaica, man. Are you still in the islands, man?
From Jamaica.
Yeah, man. He's still in the islands,
Reporting
man.
live.
Reporting live from the Bahamas, man. Is that like almost? That's like nowhere near. Yeah.
No, you're close.
It's close,
You're-
isn't
I
it?
think you're Haitian.
I'm not.
I don't think you're Jamaican. I think you're Haitian.
I'm Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
German-Haitian.
Welcome, Johnny. I really appreciate you jumping in from Jamaica.
man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah. He's going to be saying that for like 6 months now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's hooked. He's down there, and he's an islander now. What's up, buddy? How's the weather down there? How's the ganja down there, most importantly?
How's the water?
It's crystal
How's
clear.
the beaches over
Crystal
there?
clear. Did you make it to Kingston Falls? Have you gone into the town of... I mean, come on! You're killing me. The suspense is killing me. Tell me what you're doing. 30-second delay. Holy shit.
Nice. I am so peanut butter and
84
jealous.
degrees. Yeah, I am peanut butter and jealous myself, dude. Jamaica, bro, definitely. And
that was so corny.
He last year they went to Mexico.
Water's 77 out there. Oh my God,
it's beautiful, dude.
You're fishing over there,
It's
going in the
beautiful.
water, relaxing. Oh,
Yeah, get some pics up on
Lot of bud.
Lot of Bud. I am sure.
Well, they made it legal down there.
It's not legal in Jamaica, is it?
Jeez, you could go to Washington D.C. and have some.
Google it.
Fuck going to Jamaica.
Google it. She said, Google it.
Dude, before I went to Jamaica for buds, I would definitely go to Alaska for buds. I'm sorry.
What's the law over there, Johnny?
Johnny, find out. Because if it's legal, I'm on my way. 1 week, 7 days, all inclusive, $1,200. Let's go. $1,200. Booking it tonight. You watch.
We got somewhere to go next week. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we can. We're going
Next
to
week,
Oklahoma
the
next week,
following
buddy. Not legal, but all smoke. Well, of course, it was like that in the Bahamas when I was down there as well, buddy. But I'm really glad you made it. And we've been talking about legalization and buds and all of that shit. All morning.
It says
2 people for $1,200. I
$600
thought it was
a piece,
$1,200
all inclusive.
a piece.
That's fucking.
nice.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's
Alcohol too.
All inclusive.
You know why? It's the season right now. Everyone's got, at work. It's
Dude.
right before.
Oh, today's their last day too.
It's right after Christmas. It's right before
Yeah.
spring break. This is the time to go down with
How-
prices.
How long? What was it, like the? How long has it been since you booked? Like, did you have to book?
They probably booked last year when they fucking got home from Mexico, I bet. Yeah. They don't fuck around with it. Every February, you know that. They go on vacation and
It's illegal.
they both diligently search for
Tim,
the
most
best
expensive
no, Tim, most expensive
I would
time.
like to wish
Oh, wow.
you and Carrie a happy anniversary.
Yes, absolutely. A nice live thank you.
Nice
Silent
job. Nice job on the rock. there.
Yo, dude, yeah, the
That's
rock looks
party.
pretty good, brother.
Party.
Definitely. Got to give my props to my guy. He my brother from another mother over there. He knows how to take care of his woman. Spoils are rotten is what he does.
Really? 3 weeks notice?
The trio was booked with 3 weeks. Wow.
I would think the summertime would be the most expensive time.
Well, see that. Yeah, that's what I figured. About 3 months to get that price.
Well, I tell you what. I think next year we're gonna have to do talk shit radio from the Isle of Jamaica, man. What do you think, huh?
I think we go on vacation.
Yeah.
The first time, just vacation, no work.
I can't do that. That doesn't work.
There's
Because
no such thing.
Yeah, if I go to Jamaica, I'm broadcasting live every fucking place we go. I can't do it any other way. It won't work for me.
But it's not even March yet. April, May, June.
I don't give a
those
shit,
cheap. That's
dude. I don't care.
That's right.
I want to go. I'm good to go. I want to go.
I want to go.
I want to
go to friggin' Jamaica.
We almost went to Jamaica a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago.
I'd rather go to the Keys.
Check text. My text? I don't get text.
I love you, Carrie. I miss you.
I
When you
don't
come
get
into
it, the
freaking
text.
Florida, hello.
Yeah, right. You guys, we got the same water. You just stay in St. Pete.
You go out of the country, but you can't come to Florida.
I'd rather go out of the country, babe. I'm
You
sorry.
two tell me when ready.
What?
Huh? Who? When?
All right. Well, I'm fucking blown away, dude. And in other news, we'll talk about that. Wow. I'm speechless. Passport and flight. Oh my god. Wow. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what. That would be fun.
Well, we love you.
Absolutely.
And we'll discuss that
Yeah, we'll talk about that
after
up
the
here.
show.
I'll see what's going on here in the next couple weeks and see how we are, and then we'll talk about it. I mean, if we book it now, it's done and paid for, and you know what I'm saying. We ain't got to worry about it. But while we're up, we might as well take advantage of it somehow. You know what I mean? before we're down again and we can't afford to go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, it happens. But dude, you know what? Like I said, happy anniversary. Really proud of you guys. It's how many years now, John? You guys are holy shit. Michelle and I are going on 24 years.
In 92.
Mm-hmm. And they were together. Holy shit! God knows how many fucking years before that.
12.
They've been together since. Oh my God, I was a little kid.
This August for me and you will be 23.
Bro, it was
and they're
what?
26. Yep,
You
that's
met,
what I thought.
Wait a minute.
Yes, 3 years.
26.
That's what I thought. We were like about 3 years off.
I was just getting ready to say it was like 1985, 86, wasn't it? That you guys met, because he's 2 or 3 years older than me. So I'm just trying to put the math together. When it was when you guys met, and how long it's been since we actually started the whole ventures into Brooklyn.
Now I know that.
Shit.
And Drawbridge. Don't forget.
Don't forget the Drawbridge. Quick, get your feet up.
I know that this is random, but I love to say certain things. So today, which is another fellow friend of yours and John, Timmy Kazaza, his birthday today.
Tim Kazaza, yeah.
Kazaza.
Yeah, Timmy. So I was right, 1987. Because it was just before I left for New York. It was within those couple of, or for Florida. It was within those couple of years. I had already come down
together in
here.
87?
Somewhere around there, yeah. I think they got married.
And how long you guys were together?
No, they were
when you
together
got married?
before that. They were married, I think, in 87, because that was about the time I was transitioning from New York to Florida. And I was out of the picture about that time. I had, well, anyway. We had parted ways, you know what I'm saying? He went the sensible family way, and I just kept on doing the same old shit. Tim, you all right over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You spaced out.
I'm not spaced out.
What are you reading?
I was reading something about Antarctica.
Ugh, too cold. Forget it. We're talking about the Caribbean over here. I know. I'm enjoying Johnny's heat that he's throwing up.
They were married in 89.
89.
That's
Okay,
what I
so
thought.
that does make sense. That's right, because we left in 89. My mother and I. February 27th, 1989, I arrived in Spring Hill about 3
Did you
o'clock
go
in
to
the
that wedding?
afternoon. No, I did not. I was not there. I don't think I was in New York. No, I don't think I was there. I think we had left already. When did you get married? What month? Do you know?
Well, obviously this week. Because it's their anniversary.
Well, then there you go. Yeah, then there you go. My mother and I were, because today is February 27th, 1989. I got here today, and my mother and I, actually, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. February 27th, 1989. My mother and I, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, pulled up in the driveway at 93.
February 26th.
They did.
1989.
Okay. We were on the road. I was in Georgia. We had just left my Aunt Margie's house in Anderson, South Carolina the day before, and we're on our way down. So that's why I wasn't at your wedding. Aha! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Nobody came to ours. That's because we're not married.
Yeah. I didn't go to yours because you didn't come to mine. See?
One day.
It just makes sense. It was.
One day
it was,
we're going to just
I knew
elope. Screw it.
Yeah, maybe when we go to Jamaica.
You bought me a dress.
All right, you already got the dress. You already got the ring.
Oh, you
All
need
I need you to
something to
do
wear.
is, well, I got something to wear.
You got.
I got my Joe Exotic underwear.
Oh, dun.
So, still waiting for the gift, fucker. Oh! Dope! And in other news. All righty then. Talk about throwing me out to the wolves.
Enjoy every minute of it, Carrie.
Yes, absolutely, guys.
Last day, enjoy the last
congratulations.
day there.
Yeah, what
Because-
time you getting on the flight and all of that? When are you heading back to New York? You should actually fly via Tampa. I'll come and meet you in Tampa.
Yeah.
Hang out for a day.
All you got to do is switch the ticket.
You do know it's only like 45-minute, 50-minute flight, right? By the time the plane gets up to cruising altitude, it's time to come back down. So it's like, by the time your ears pop, what? You all right? You hear dogs barking?
Are you all right, Spider?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm all right, Spider. You all right?
I'm all right.
You all right,
You're all right,
Spider? Yeah, I'm not all right. I'm not, you.
Timmy the Spider's not all right.
Yeah, right. Anyway, guys, really, give us a call after the show about 11 o'clock, and we'll talk about vacation, because I would love to. I think it would be great. But anyway, where else are we, guys? And congratulations again, John and Kerry. I really appreciate you guys joining us from Jamaica. It's definitely pretty cool.
I can't believe how big the girls are getting.
That
time is flying. Miss Angela turned 14 already. Seems like yesterday we got hit by a reindeer, Carrie. I've never seen.
They got violated.
I've never seen a reindeer.
Mama's always heard stories of reindeers on the roof. She had one close up. Sorry for the sidetrack, huh? Oh, out early a.m. What sidetrack? Who got sidetracked? Nobody's sidetracked. We're never sidetracked. We always go in the right direction that we're intended to go in here.
We always go sideways down
It sounded
a forward
good, right?
path.
We never get sidetracked. It's always the
No, you go sideways down a forward path because you never go straight.
right.
So you go side.
Isn't the path always forward?
I'm not too
Always
sure,
forward.
guys. You're going to
Never
really
straight.
confuse me, and I'm just going to go to commercial because I'll be like, da, ba, 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 ba. What do we got? Hillary's donation disaster. Guys, I'd hate to explain this to you, but Hillary herself is the disaster. And in other news,
Is she really the disaster?
dude, everything about the Clintons has been a disaster. Everything about the Bushes has been a disaster. Come to think of it, I can't think of any president since I'm alive that wasn't a fucking somehow caused the disaster. So, the only way that Obama's going to redeem himself is if he signs an executive order for full legalization nationwide. Decriminalize. That's the only way he can redeem himself before he gets thrown out of office.
He's not going to get thrown out of office.
No, he's going to freaking declare martial law and go, got you now.
What I'm afraid of, I've been hearing about the Homeland Security being shut down.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah? Where'd you hear that, on the Huffington Post?
Yes, Tim gets very quiet when he was letting us talk.
Yes, Tim did get quiet. We just bullshit. Tim he's like me. If you don't know what's going on, you don't talk.
You guys are bullshitting about you
We're
guys.
reminiscing, right?
Yeah. I don't want to say anything wrong about what you and Kerry got married or anything.
That's one thing that'll be interesting about going to Jamaica with them, because I'm broadcasting live from them, and to have John on the show
We need to go
broadcast
to
with us.
Lakeland.
Lakeland? What's in Lakeland?
A B-17 bomber.
Oh, at the airplane museum there
wintered.
on I-4.
No, they wintered.
Tank full trip in Florida.
That's an
Can I go up in it?
Yeah, you can go up in it.
Get
They're
the
having
fuck
tours.
outta here.
Yeah, they're having tours. They're having it all over Florida, actually.
When are we going?
You're able to go from one...
Show's over, guys. Go to Lakeland.
one airfield to another.
No way, dude.
Yeah, there's like 10 in Florida State right now that you're able to go to.
Now, if you want to go for a ride with it, if you want to go on a ride,
yeah.
okay, $450.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go on a ride. I'll watch somebody else go on a ride. Can you take my camera with you? I'll pay somebody. I'll give you $50. Because then it only costs you $350 to go up. Think about it. Such a deal.
It's going to be there March to April, so it don't.
No, I'm good. Forget it. You don't even got to tell me about it anymore. March what?
Oh my
March
God.
what?
You want?
How much?
Okay,
Forget it.
we could do a group tour
You
or a family
I got
rate.
your group tour. There's 3 pieces down here in my pants. There's a group. Okay, we're good. You want to take a tour of that? You're more than welcome. I guarantee I won't charge you $450. It sounds just like Double Jeopardy. You can have him, honey. I've been there. He ain't worth it.
The movie Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, the movie Double Jeopardy. Anyway.
That hole opened up really
What are
big.
you talking about, Tim, over there?
What is that? What is that little insinuation there, buddy? Hold on, let's switch cameras. Now I can see you face to face. Let me see your face. Look at me. Oh, no, wrong camera.
Wrong
There you
camera.
go.
No, I was looking at the
No, you
screen.
gotta
What are
look
you
at the
talking
camera.
That one?
No, that one. To look at me. See?
See, I'm looking at you, though. Can you see me looking at you? Look at the camera. Ready? I'm looking
at me.
That freaking screen.
See, now I'm looking at you. We're looking eye to eye. I'm looking at you. See? It's weird. Ready? I'm going to switch. All right, now switch. All right, so anybody who's watching us here mess around in the studio
now
with
you
the
guys
cameras
are-
is going, these guys have got to be on drugs.
What is that name with Chris Rock and
That one? No. When they're watching when they're watching his daughter, and they're like, switch, and then the two of them switch, and then they're like, switch.
Adam Sandler?
Are we all
Chris
watching her at once
Rock,
right now? Yeah.
Oh, that was when when she was fixing the car.
Yeah.
All right, now switch.
And
All right,
switch.
now switch. And then the other one comes out.
I'm looking away.
Are we all looking at the same time? Holy shit. Too much, dude. Too much. That is funny.
Way over the top.
Way over the top. You can tell it's Friday because we are just rambling on. Let's see. Freezing and fighting for aid. Syrian refugees in Lebanon. I love how they do this. You want to get a Nobel Prize, go to some country, take a picture of a kid that just got swatted in the head with a 2x4, all right, from his dad because he drank too much water because they only have a gallon of water to drink anyway. It looks compelling to me. Sure, I want to donate too, but also remember when you donate that $1, that $5, that $500, that $5,000, whatever you donate, not all of it goes to that kid. As a matter of fact, a very small percentage of it goes. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Peace, peeps. Keep the faith. Bless. Love you, Johnny.
Love you guys.
Have a good flight. Have a safe flight. Please hit me up when you land. Again, thank you for joining us in the chat. Again, we'll be live Monday, but then it's going to be a funky week after that, buddy, because we're going to Oklahoma. So be safe, John. Carrie, tell her I said we love her too, and peace to yourself. Go ahead.
On Bay News 9.
Okay.
I know this gentleman, and he was a great guy. And
Wait, what
it was
story are we
my
talking
good friend,
about? Wait, what
James.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you a story.
Can we put the
so
story
hush
up? Can we put it up on Talk Shit before you tell it so I can see it? Google
Of course. A golf tournament is going to be held in honor of a firefighter who died from ALS. James Santella passed away 3 years ago, but his family says a foundation established in his name helps his memory to live on. We will be putting it up
This
on
is
the
a great
website.
cause,
If
yeah.
you can go and play golf or even support them. I know Jimmy and Donna
Personally, you know
probably 30 years. We went to school together when I was in 5th grade, so I'm 40.
Can you tell a little about what happened to James and who he is, baby?
James was a firefighter, and he passed away about 3 years ago.
From?
He had ALS. Obviously, being a firefighter, you can't consume cannabis because we already know that it helps patients with ALS.
The point of it is he was not a selfish
able.
man. Yeah.
He served 11 years as a firefighter.
Yeah.
During the time he got married and had a son, beautiful. The kid's gorgeous too. Everyone can be affected different ways, and
Well, talk about the golf tournament. Where is it? How much? Do you have any of that
right
information?
now.
All right. That's cool. Cameras are up, folks. If you want, you can check us out on www.talkshitradionetwork.com. You could see the Ustream broadcast going on right now live of us in the studio. You can also access this from a mobile device. So if you just go to www.talkshitradionetwork.com on your mobile device, you could be watching and listening live as well. So.
the tournament will be tomorrow in Brooksville at the Hernando Oaks Golf and Country Club.
Okay.
I will post it on our wall and also on my personal wall. If you can get out there and help out or play golf for this cause, I would suggest you go ahead and do so if you can do it.
Yeah. It's a worthy cause. He was an honorable man. He put his life in front of, he put his life on the line for his job for other people. And he was struck down by ALS at a very young age. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Isn't that also Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Also known as Al's disease and all of that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That is...
36 years old.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people to be good to one another because let me tell you, you never know.
never know.
You never know.
John and Carrie, perfect example. Michelle and I, perfect example. We've been together how many years?
It's up on Talk Shit right now.
It is. Okay, cool. Tib, what else you got, brother? If not, I'm going to take a break.
You want to take a break
Yeah,
and
I
we'll get
think
back to
that'd
this
be
Homeland Security thing?
Yeah, go ahead and lead us into it, and then we'll go into the break and talk about it a little more while I stage up a little.
Well, actually, they're trying to fund a bill to prevent from an imminent partial shutdown of Homeland Security.
Oh boy!
As lawmakers struggle to reach a long-term deal.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about that and on other things when we get back on Talk Shit Radio Network. I'll go ahead and I'll put the phone lines up for this one, because if anybody who is listening out there that wants to call in and talk about this whole NSA thing, we'd love to hear from you. And that phone line is going to be 352-556-1321. And we're going to get some commercials up. We'll get that number and talk about this when we get back.
NSA.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.
The United States Zoological Association and Team USZA Animal Miracle Network supports the owners of all species of pets. Our mission is to educate and help people of the world become better caretakers of the animals you have chosen to be a part of your family. Through the Miracle Network, we strive to grant last wishes for the terminally ill to meet an animal of their choice. It's through education we can save our wildlife and make a better place for them to live amongst us. Join the USZA today at usza.us and become part of a world loving animals.
Attention, if you've had hip replacement surgery and suffered any complications, you need to listen to this important legal alert. Major manufacturers have made billions of dollars available to award legal claims for defective hip implants. Thousands of these defective hip implants have been recalled by various manufacturers. If you've had hip surgery and suffered complications, you may be entitled to receive significant compensation to help you deal with your complications. You may be eligible to receive money to help with medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Protect yourself by hiring an experienced trial attorney. Our partner law firms are experts in hip replacement surgery lawsuits. Find out now if you're eligible to receive any of the $2.5 billion HIP settlement fund. Call now for free information.
855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. That's 855-586-1560.
This is Joseph, and listen to us on Talk Shit Radio.
Star Galactica. And the bad thing is, the frack was from the new Battlestar Galactica, not even the one when we were kids.
Yeah, that makes.
I was gonna say I watched it on Netflix. Like,
oh, so then you do know.
I
do know about the frack.
Yeah, he knows about the frack.
Yo, can you guys get any good frack?
That could be. Just slide on down to slide on down to Twig Street and get yourself a nice big chunk of frack.
We don't smoke frack around here, man.
You don't have it delivered?
He's seen it done on the radio, right?
Frack, sorry, frack.
Fracking son of a basket, yeah.
Yeah, this is Brooksville Bob, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio, and we're going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. Tune in and see.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification required. Cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-800-518-1300. That's 1-800-518-1300. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-800-518-1300 for details.
Watch
Hey, welcome back. Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone. That was Addie Lane, who is from California. She's up and coming artist. You're looking at her bio right now.
I'm looking at her bio right now. I was just reading a little bit about her.
We'll get into
she's a singer-songwriter, up and coming in the South Bay area of Los Angeles.
Yep, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Great voice. Love her music. I've talked to her a few times, back and forth on her Facebook. It's just a matter now of locking down the day and the time of getting her on the air.
Getting her available for us to, speak with her and give her
She's
a
been
little
busy.
interview.
She's been touring. She's been, in the studio recording. Like I said, I have been talking to her. And as a matter of fact, the last conversation that I had with her was about 2 days ago, and she was supposed to call me and never did. So I'll have to hit her up.
Hit her up.
Yeah, we want to get her on the show and talk live. Now, before we went to the break, we were discussing this story that you had brought up, all right? And I'll let you go into it, Tim.
Well, it's regarding the Department of Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like funds aren't going to be provided soon. It seems like the funds will be dried up. It says that Secretary Johnson has been pleading with Republicans to save his department from shutdown. Now, they do a lot for our country. I don't understand why they would even think about shutting down the Department of Homeland Security.
I would assume it's because they have the NSA.
They do so much. They do maritime security, do aviation security, not to mention the Secret Service also.
Yeah.
I just can't see them shutting this down. What reason for them shutting it down? They should find funds, to put into to keep this department open, because literally they are helping us as Americans keep our rights.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Now, according to this this video you have queued up for me here, or the audio you have queued up for me here, it says Secretary Johnson considering DHS shutdown, and in parentheses it's quotes unquote absurd.
It is absurd.
Yes. So let's go ahead and get into this audio right now and see what we got.
What we need is a fully funded Department of Homeland Security, particularly in these challenging times when we face a number of issues across the board. The department is responsible for counterterrorism, cybersecurity, border security, port security, aviation security, maritime security, protection of our national leaders, obviously the Secret Service, responding to natural disasters. We're in the midst of a very harsh winter right now. And so to even be having a conversation about a potential shutdown of Homeland Security is incredible and absurd. I just hope that members of Congress can come together. I think that they feel the urgency now. We're 2.5 days away from our department basically running out of gas. So I want to be present to continue to make our case, to make the case on behalf of the men and women of our department.
All right, and you say it has to do with funding.
It has to do with funding, whether they have funds to support it anymore for our country.
To continue this
you say that they have NSA. Well, I believe for what the
that's just my opinion. I think because they've funded so much into the NSA, they're feeling that DHS is not needed. I don't know.
I believe that we could use all the security we can get.
Right.
Border control, is a big issue, especially down south in Mexico. And I believe that it stems from Barack Obama's executive decision on immigration. It says here on a report I'm reading about the shutdown, it says Republicans don't view the department as a means of sustaining. I don't know why they would say that.
I don't understand that statement.
Secretary Johnson, his life's work, basically. The skepticism of the department has also highlighted the continued debate over Bush's legacy, as his younger brother Jeb considers his presidential run. The creation of Homeland Security was one of Bush's signature accomplishments, which has helped our country immensely.
I will agree.
how much of the immigration has been kept out because of the Department of Homeland Security. I mean, yeah, border controls have their own. They have their own departments. It is out of control, but they do have their own departments on the Mexican border, down in Texas, down in New Mexico, and Arizona. But Homeland Security is upholding those rights as us Americans, not take for granted, but we do. We take most of our rights for granted, but they are also helping us out completely. Yeah. I don't see a shutdown, happening. I think they're going to be able to find funds for Homeland Security to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it'll pull it out? They'll do a last minute.
I believe it's needed.
Pop them out of their butt type thing.
I believe it's needed.
I believe so. I agree.
I like to have the security to know that the defense in aviation, is keeping us safe, especially on the water and maritime. Their security really, looks out for the waters and patrols them for immigration coming over in rafts.
Yeah.
From Cuba, from Puerto Rico, from Mexico. But that's just me.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't a Huffington Post find. Whereas you think Huffington Post is all about National Enquirer news, but no.
I thought that was funny.
This decision, it happens today, I believe. Tonight. But.
No shit. See, that I didn't know. Happens tonight. I know I didn't get the text from Kerry. I'm on airplane mode on my phone.
Oh, that's
I shut it off during the show.
And wait till you turn it back on and be like, bing, 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 bing.
That fucking thing goes nuts, don't it, bro? I got to disconnect my Facebook from it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all the notifications from Facebook.
From the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because we post so much. We're getting down on posts. We got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to work on that.
We got to work on the post. Yeah.
I do have
we got to work on our website also.
The cameras did go down for a little bit, folks. For anybody that is watching, there is audio on the cameras, but they are blacked out for right now. I do apologize for that. They will be back though, I promise. Just give me a few minutes. Just bear with us here. So, what's up? What? Where? What? See, I had something.
What? Who?
What? When? How? Where? What? Why? What?
I'm all discombobulated.
I'm discombobulated over here. What do we got here? We got a bunch of notifications on Facebook. Let's see if it's anything worth reading. No, it's not.
Nah, it's not. Not at all.
It's not.
It's not.
Hey, you know what's funny? We were talking to John, and his son is listening, so that's pretty cool. Or watching. I'm not sure. Kevin, are you watching or are you listening? Which one is it? So wherever you are, just go ahead and jump in the chat and let me know, and I'll give you a shout out, whether it's the audio or the video. I think he's actually watching, so let's go ahead and do this here. We'll move this over here. We'll get that out of there, and then we'll put that there. See? Now you can't see nothing incriminating.
You just zoom in, it'll be all right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You didn't even need to move it.
Kevin Mazarel, we were talking to your dad down there and your mom down there in Jamaica, man, and now we're giving a shout out to Kevin again. Appreciate you watching and listening, buddy. I haven't seen him in a while either, man. It's been a long time since I've seen the whole fam now. But what else is new in the Florida area? I know we got some nice weather heading this way, don't we? And then we're leaving.
And then we're leaving, when the friggin' good weather comes over here, we're going to be in freezing cold weather over there.
Yep, right as the 60s, 70s, and 80-degree weather starts to come back up because the wind direction is going to change, and it's going to be coming from the south, which is going to give us that warm air mass that moves in place. But then we got a storm front, a low front coming in a couple days from the northwest. So I know temperatures are supposed to drop a little bit.
It was cold in the beginning of the week, and it warmed up.
Yeah, well, when
the cold front did.
It's not supposed to get crazy.
Did take off, but in Hernando County, I'm looking at a report from yesterday. Excuse me.
Oh, I got to stretch.
That's all right. Citrus County Sheriff's deputies shot and wounded a man. Wounded a wanted man, they say, came at deputies and a canine unit with his vehicle on Wednesday morning.
That's not good.
They were going to serve a warrant in Marion County to a 43-year-old Stephen DeNagro.
That guy.
DeNagro.
Yeah, that guy.
Upon arrival, the deputies took up positions around the house and tried to engage the suspect. The suspect was able to leave the residence, get into his vehicle. Even after the commands, he started up the vehicle and put the vehicle in drive. It says word for word exactly what the hell he's doing.
So they just copy and pasted the fucking report.
That's basically what they did. He got into a car, he got into a seatbelt, strapped himself in, put the key in, turned the ignition on, put it in something.
That's the perfect example right there of bad journalism.
Deputies say they shot inside the vehicle, wounded DeNagro. The injured man.
Did you say the Negro?
I said the Negro. The Negro. That's what it is.
That's not right.
You're gonna go to hell for that one.
I'm going to hell either way.
Yeah, don't worry.
What am I worried about?
I'll have a nice spot for you, brother. I'll have the best for us.
The injured man was taken. I'll have a spot for us.
What? It's mine. I own it.
The injured man was taken into custody and transported to a local hospital. The deputy and the canine unit who were struck were not injured. Damn, he's going to be getting more charges because of that situation.
Yeah, assault and battery on a Leo.
Yeah, assault and battery with a vehicle on a law enforcement officer.
Attempted vehicular manslaughter. I bet you they try and hit.
That'll probably be what it is. It is attempted vehicular manslaughter.
The whole shit. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you this morning? Glad to see you made it into the chat. You missed the whole gig. We were talking to John Mazarel and Kerry, his wife, from Jamaica, man. We got the cameras up. Whoops. So if you want to check us out on cam, you can go to www.talkshitradionetwork.com. Scroll down the page a little bit, which I haven't gotten to moving that up on the top of the page yet. So, what's that, babe? Did you say something, honey?
Huh?
Yeah. Forestry officials are conducting controlled burns Friday in Hernando County and Citrus. One of the burns involves 152 acres in Homosassa. Another involves 958 acres near Trail 2 of Chrome Track in Hernando County.
Which is out by 75 and 50.
Another one is taking place in Chazawisca for 158 acres. Not like it's hard. I understand why they have to do it, but it's already hard enough to breathe outside for certain people, and you're going to go ahead and do some more.
Especially in this weather. Well, I guess this is the weather.
Did you ever see anything about the releasing of mosquitoes here in Florida?
No, I did not.
I remember reading the story, but I haven't seen anything about it in a while.
They're going to release mosquitoes. Like
we're going to release for the malaria.
We don't have enough mosquitoes.
West Nile.
Yeah.
Oh,
supposedly it's a genetically engineered mosquito, isn't it?
Speaking of releasing, what about the apples that you found yesterday, Len?
They weren't apples. They were oranges.
I'm sorry.
But I did find a story, and that's a good point to bring up, Michelle. Thank you for that. I'm going to go over to Talk Shit Radio Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show. But then you'll also have Talk Shit Radio Network, but, they're all one. So, not to confuse anybody.
Not to confuse anybody.
All right, so I had just come across this story yesterday, and I threw it up here because I thought it was quite interesting for those of you who eat citrus fruits. Let's see if I can find it again. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. I see a lot of three-boobed woman.
I see a lot of three-boobed woman posts.
I see Lindsay Lohan.
I posted that.
But I don't see my oranges.
I posted that.
Yeah, I know you did. That's okay. I posted this one for you yesterday. Where is it? Where is the big boobies?
So Universal raised the price of their admission to $102 per person.
Oh, we talked about that the other day. I love that one.
Universal raised the price to $102 per person. They
for
are
one
out
part
of
for
their
one day.
mind.
But they still have the deal going on. 3 days
out of their mind.
3 days for $130. I keep on seeing that advertised
3
online
days
on
where?
TV.
Where?
3 days for Disney.
3 days.
Well,
but
that's not
Disney is
Universal.
not Universal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm just saying, and the 3 days for 130, and you possibly be able to park hop to 2 or 3 of them.
Gotcha.
But right now, even Disney's 100 and change for one park,
it's out of
1 day.
hand.
Universal was somewhere around the 70s.
Yeah, which wasn't
too
bad
bad
because
you can pay 102 and possibly go to both parks. But now they're only doing one.
What,
park.
Islands of Adventure and Universal?
Correct. And there is a lot of cool rides at Islands of Adventure.
I'd rather go to Islands of Adventure than
Because of the
Universal.
rides.
Yeah, because of the rides, exactly.
Because of the rides?
That's the only reason. I mean, they have a lot better rides in Islands of Adventure.
Than they do, yes. Like
than,
the Hulk
than
and
Universal
everything.
does, yeah.
The only thing with the Universal that I would love to do that I have not done is the new Harry Potter.
Oh my God! I was just thinking that when you
Oh,
you started talking about it, I was like, the only thing I really want to do in Islands of Adventure is
No, I don't know. I don't know which one it's in.
I think it's in Islands of Adventure.
But I know that they go, like you go.
The boardwalk or whatever it is, the bridge going across the river that they have there, the lake that they have there, or whatever.
No.
Divides the park.
Yes, divides the park. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ride actually goes from one park to the other.
Oh, it does.
And the other park back to that one. But you can't get off at that ride. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't get off at that
only-
ride.
yeah.
I understand.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
I still haven't been on the Harry Potter ride or any of the attractions that they have over there for Harry Potter. But I heard it was an amazing ride. My brother, he went on it, and he said it was one of the best rides he's ever been on.
Right.
You guys know, the movie, the Rihanna song "Umbrella," right?
Yeah.
Okay, you like that song, right?
I don't know.
What about
this is
I haven't heard it in a
Addie
while.
Lane singing it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she did a little acoustic, no less.
You had my heart, now we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you'll still be my star. Baby, 'cause in
She's
the
gonna go
dark,
far.
you can't see shiny cars.
She's got a nice voice.
She's got an incredible voice.
With you I'll always share. Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together.
Again, this is Addie Lane, folks. She's a Los Angeles up and coming singer, and I love her. Yeah, songwriter, singer, songwriter.
Now that it's raining more
Catch her on
than ever,
AddieLane.com.
know that we
Yep.
still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, hey, 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 under my umbrella.
It's pretty badass. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
She's got a beautiful voice.
On Spreaker, yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. And I'm also gonna put it up on 12 Shit Facebook page. Yeah, it's definitely jamming, dude. It's. I've heard them all before. When I first met her, she sent me all of her work. So,
What,
all right.
What is with Obama's dislike for firearms? With all the bans that he had put on since he's been in office, all the gun prices have increased. It seems like now he's putting another ban on the AR-15 rifle bullets.
Really?
Yeah. As promised, President Obama is using executive actions to impose a gun control on the nation, targeting the top-selling rifle in the country, the AR-15 style semi-automatic, with a ban on one of the most used AR bullets by sportsmen and target shooters. Why is he putting a ban on this ammunition? Is it for people not to use these bullets? Is it because we're using these bullets across seas and they're making them more expensive for taxpayers to pay for it to go overseas for our soldiers? Because the AR-15 is used by the soldiers overseas in Iraq.
I don't know much about guns, bro. I really don't. I can't.
I don't know why he always has to target the firearm industry.
Mustache has got to go. My mustache has got to go.
Why?
Look at it.
So I gotta lose weight. Stop! I was doing that.
I
You
know.
always fucking got pissed off when I did that.
I know. Yeah, well, listen to the difference, dude. Well, I guess if I...
Well, when I had a
Oh, I just ripped my microphone right out of the stand. Whoops, sorry.
When I had a friggin' old man beard going on.
Yeah, you
old
had
wise
the
man beard.
Yeah, old wise man beard. No,
Old
you
wise
weren't even
man.
close to old wise
No,
man.
not
That's
at
for
all.
sure.
I was close, but
he's still kicking. He's up there. He's having himself some trouble. Anybody up there in northern Nevada or going to pass by Elko, Nevada on I-80, do me a favor, stop in and drop some food and some medicine off to old wise man.
Wise man.
He could use it. What else you guys got?
So Robert just posted Silver Tour director Michael Minardi making history in Florida on Monday morning. The state offered Tepeki 18 months of probation for his charge, but he denied the plea deal. Quote, I've discussed that with my attorney, and that's not an option, Your Honor. Tepeki said in court Monday, if convicted, Tepeki faces 5 years in prison. Jury selection is on its way. South Florida man, first in the state to be tried for smoking medical marijuana. It's
Interesting.
going to be very emotional testimony. A lot of tears were shed in the courtroom, Karen said, by a few people. It was shown by Channel 6 News at 6 o'clock.
Yvonne just posted on the chat to the answer that I asked about why would they put a ban on this firearm.
Yeah, let's get back to that because I know we got sidetracked.
And she says because he wants because he wants the Muslims to be able to kill us quicker. He's given them the semis and taken ours away. Now, he's not giving them the semis. He's putting a ban on everybody being able to buy this ammunition. That's what he's proposing right now in this country. It's not about the semi-automatic firearm. It's about the ammunition that is used. What my first thought is why he's going to take away this kind of ammunition is because they're armor-piercing rounds.
That makes sense.
A little more deadly than a regular bullet. But that's my first thought.
Can't you make any round into an armor-piercing round?
You can. Anyone can go home if they have a drill press. You can make your bullet an armor-piercing round. You can make hollow points if you want. I mean, not that I've ever done it, but
yeah, wasn't this the guy that you were talking about in Lakeland? Who? The sexual battery suspect that was shot and killed by officers in Lakeland? Didn't you talk about that?
No, not him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I want to get to that next.
Sexual battery.
So go ahead. You were saying?
Anyone could just make armor-piercing rounds at home.
Yeah. There's YouTube videos on it. Not that I know.
No, it's...
I heard from a friend.
Not that I know. I used to do some shit with bullets just to...
Did you?
Just to test them out.
Yeah, see what you can do.
Just to see what
Shotgun
I can do.
sales, I find, are pretty damn interesting, the things that you can do with them.
Well, before Obama became president, I used to have a Tommy gun.
I remember you saying something, yeah.
Before he became president, the Thompson submachine gun, we'll call it, was like $800. When Obama became president and put the ban on firearms, or threatened to put a ban on firearms, it raised up to $1,600. It doubled in price.
Wow.
I don't know why it doubled in price, but I think it's just to make more money off a friggin' company. I believe
price
the company.
gouging.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
This thing's burning hot.
Burning hot. Oh no, I was like, I'm cold.
I don't like the way it's tasting. That's better. Just in the heat on my vape pen, so I get a good burn out of it.
I don't have any.
He said burn.
I don't have any conclusion for this band.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think I would definitely believe in Americans have the right to bear arms and protect themselves at all costs.
They're gonna put gun bans on either way. I just don't understand why he has. I don't know why he has a problem with the AR-15 ammunition.
Which
that's a 5.56 round.
Is the same as a military round, though.
It is.
It is. Okay. Just a civilian model of that gun, correct?
Yeah.
What is the actual true differences? Just the fact that one's automatic and one's not?
It's actually the caliber.
It is.
Because it's for the ones that are overseas that are the 223s.
You lose me every time you say some shit like that.
It's the caliber. It's the 223s. .223.
Oh, okay. So when I say .60 is the
.60 is 36. .60 is 60 caliber. If you were talking about your Mauser, that was a 50 caliber. That's .50.
Right, but I'm talking about a .60.
That's a 60 caliber.
60.
Yes.
Which it would be an M60. Anything bigger when they say
that could fit. Yes.
The 70.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever. Okay, all right.
But that's why I was talking about the different ammunition.
Well, the reason I said .60 is because that's actually the caliber of a paintball.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the reason I said that
that's a big fucking bullet, also.
Well, the reason I know that size
See,
is
the
because
M60s,
I took a
think there's-
micrometer.
I think the M60s are 50s.
You know what a micrometer is, right?
Isn't that to check the velocity of
you're thinking of a chronograph.
Chronograph,
right? A
that's
micrometer is something to. It's a tool to use to measure inside and outside dimensions down to
millimeters.
Yes, I micrometered my barrel, and then I found a place where I can get steel. Ball bearings, stainless steel ball bearings that are exactly .60.
Why don't you just freeze the paintballs?
Because.
Just freeze the paintballs.
That's not what I was trying to do. I wasn't using.
You want to use steel?
I wasn't using them on the paintball field either.
Okay.
We're talking home protection.
Okay.
I was also using hot gas,
or
not
marbles.
CO2.
Marbles, maybe you could use.
Well, that's what I was. It was a ball bearing company that I found that made it a marble, a stainless steel marble that was exactly .60. And it was.
Were they able to fire?
It was so tight, bro.
Imagine jacking up the velocity on that.
Well, that's what I did.
Shit.
I turned the velocity up on my gun to about 2,800 feet per second.
Yeah, it could go through someone at that point.
Well, yeah, and then you also got to talk. I was shooting nitrogen instead of CO2, which is a very clean shot, and it's hot gas. So yeah, it was a wicked experiment that I was trying to create, but I never went through with it. Anyway, what were we saying? We always get sidetracked.
We were talking about the band on the fire on the ammunition.
So I asked you about the rounds. What was the difference between the civilian model and you started talking about the calibers of the bullets.
Caliber.
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference.
So if I took .20 is what you're saying, and shot it through
.20,
which is the military round, right?
No, .223s.
.223s
Are the militaries.
I could shoot that through an AR-15 civilian model.
No, not necessarily.
You can't. Okay. The bore of the gun is different.
The bore, the chamber is totally different. You fuck up the gun.
I gotcha. Okay.
It's just the difference between a civilian model and the military.
There are more than slight variances.
In every firearm, you can get a different, same model, different caliber.
Right. Okay,
you know,
I gotcha.
like the Remingtons. You can get them in 30-06, 30-30s. You can get them in 308s, 380s.
I thought it was 30-06.
30-aught. 30.
Same thing.
The same exact thing. 30.06. 30-06. You can get the model 770s or the 700 series in different calibers. That's the difference. You could actually get the chamber changed in some of the guns.
Yeah, you can have the barrel rebored, I guess.
Yeah, or get a new barrel,
or buy a new barrel.
Yeah.
That's some wicked shit. It's like taking fucking a Chevy 350 and mixing it with a
almost.
Yeah. Yvonne says out.
Because she fucked up.
Oh, I thought she was dipping. No. Cameras went down for a few minutes, folks. You can just bear with us. They'll get back up in a second there.
She says, he wants our good shit gone.
Who wants our good shit gone?
Obama.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Fucked up. Party pooper.
So in Lakeland, I have this story out of Lakeland, and this guy looks familiar only because I think I saw the story before. Lakeland, an armed man was shot and killed by Lakeland police officers Thursday evening, officials said. David Cuevas, he was 42 years old, shot and killed in front of the Starbucks and Five Guys Burger and Fries located on Sacrum Loop Road. I thought it said Scrotum Loop Road. I was going to laugh, according to Lakeland police. Detective said Cuevas was suspected in an armed sexual battery and armed kidnapping involving his ex-girlfriend. Well, good, you piece of shit scumbag. You got exactly what you deserved. I'll post this story up on the Facebook page for everybody else to check out, but that's just my opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. What else you got? Mama, you over there, Silent Mish? You listening? Hello? Hello?
She's typing to someone over there.
Oh,
she's chatting.
Typey.
She's chatting with someone over there. Winter Haven Police Department has scheduled its first community chat of 2015. Now, what is this? So they talk about... I've never heard of community chat before. It says on Thursday night, yesterday, it gives residents an opportunity to speak one-on-one with the Chief of Police, Charlie Bird, and his command and staff. The chat has said this has already happened. I want to know what the issues they brought up about this.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I just popped this up on Bay News.
What they discuss.
What they
right?
discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd actually like to know where I can find the chat. Layout. It has to be public information that you could be able to find it.
Probably. Yeah. They definitely probably.
This is in Polk County, but
they definitely probably archived it.
Oh, definitely. To raise some questions that they might have.
Have you heard about this Jihadi John?
Yeah.
What is that all about, dude?
I heard about him. He was actually the guy who was in the videos of the executions.
Oh, he's the dude?
He's the dude behind the mask at the executions that are filmed and being sent over and publicly.
All right, so who the fuck is this chick?
Oh, she's pretty hot, though.
Yeah, she is. Toulouse Conchevalasso from X Factor has attended the same school as Jihad John. It has been reported by most papers.
Yeah, supposedly Jihad John was actually born
an American?
Born in, I think, England.
The knife-wielding terrorist was exposed earlier to be Mohammed Mwazi, 26, from London.
From London, yes.
They had both attended the same secondary school.
It seems like the Jihad John, he was actually raised in a pretty well-to-do family.
Really?
Yes. Why he turned into, a Muslim or converted, I don't know. It doesn't. I didn't read if he was brought up that way in that belief or anything like that.
I got you. Yeah.
But he went to college. He has a college degree and everything like that. Very smart.
Shit.
And I heard that he went to Iraq, I guess it would be, or yeah, Iraq.
Let me ask you something, Tim. And again, this is just, I want you to express your opinion. Do you think militant groups and groups like ISIS are attracted to recruiting Americans more than anyone else in the world simply because what they believe Americans stand for against Islam and the Islamic nation?
What is basically your question?
My question is do you think ISIS and those type of terror groups would rather to target Americans to join their fight against Americans?
I would think that would be one of their goals, because you're basically trying to turn a U.S. citizen against its own country, like a Benedict Arnold.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say they would gloat about that, but it would definitely be a helpful resource in the ISIS movement.
I gotcha.
Imagine you see the kid that you went to school with, on one of those propaganda films.
Yeah, I agree there. I definitely agree.
What do you think about that?
I think it would be, that appealing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was the head of an anti-ISIS group, of course, the first thing I would want to do is get me one of those little ISIS guys over here to join. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, it would be a spit in their face. What's up, baby?
I think it's less likely for one of the ISIS members to join a U.S. cult, we'll say, organization.
Yeah,
but
you understand the point, though. It's like a big fucking fuck you, double fuck you.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I'll put the cameras on real quick so they can see what kind of fuck you they'd get. You know what I'm saying? We'll put that out right now. That's why the cameras are out.
Give you a big fuck you for that propaganda video that you're going to produce next.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Who's here? What's going on? Well, you got that face.
Yeah, you got that I'm going to kill someone face.
What's going on with what?
She said, go on with this show.
Oh. It's like that.
But it's amazing how many people... because they keep on finding ISIS members or Muslims, against the U.S. government, U.S. Ourselves, and they're here in our country plotting to kill us, to take over, to basically cause terror.
Yeah, who knows what? And they've actually, I believe that they've actually succeeded.
because they've changed the way our country is. It's we're not that free country anymore. It's just all fucked up, dude. I don't know.
This is why cameras are going back up. This is why I think the borders should be closed to.
And I agree with you 110%, brother.
Every immigrant.
Agree with you 110%. I can't agree with you more, to be honest.
Keep the threat out. There's a threat here. Obviously, they're here. We've seen it. It's happening every day. The Muslims, are recruiting, and they're coming over here in groups, hiding out. We don't know who's who. Same with why wouldn't we just push a button on Iraq, to kill the ISIS? Because there's a lot of civilians over there that are innocent.
Yep. You have the whole genocide committing thing.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but, fuck, let's be honest, dude. If this is a real enough threat, then it should be dealt with a little more swifter than what we're doing. I mean,
it should be handled accordingly.
Yeah. No wonder I can't find any of my videos on YouTube. I'm not logged in.
Oh, that's why. You're not logged in.
Yeah. So let's see if we can't find our live broadcast now. So I want to share it. Anyway, we got about 40, 50 minutes, 49 minutes, whatever, left. And today is Friday. So station's going to go up on autopilot for a while. And we're just going to be replaying older shows. Oh, great. FSA report bug infestation in chickens. We'll get to that in a sec. Let me click on that before it goes bye-bye.
What does it mean when a person's name on Facebook is black?
Person's name?
Yeah, the name next to their picture. Almost every single one of them has your name is blue, unless you're an instant message and it's white. But this person's black.
What are you talking about? Where?
That means that you can't click on
that person.
That person's page.
Got it.
Why?
Another thing too is when we were in Raleigh. Charles is his name, the one with the hat and the yellow flag.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
I've been talking to him most of this morning. He is going to fight for hemp. He's just himself. He goes to the courthouse and does that. And I also found out that he is a hemp biodiesel guru. So that's pretty cool. If we could run our cars on hemp.
I was talking to him actually up in Tallahassee. He's a character, man.
Yeah.
He's a character.
So when we get back from Oklahoma, he would like to call in and talk about the, biodiesel, hemp biodiesel.
Who are we talking about? I'm sorry, honey. I was reading
the gentleman with the yellow flag and the hat with the tea bag on it that says Ron Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. His real name is Charles. His name is Charles.
Yeah, Charlie.
I've been speaking with him all morning. He is not only a big hemp activist, he is a hemp biodiesel guru. So when we get back from Oklahoma, he would like to call in and talk more about it, which I think is really, really awesome. Because if we could power our cars, our homes, our lives with whatever left over, hemp per se, then it just helps us more in the economy and everything else that has to do with it.
There's heating systems out there, and all Northerners know it, that can burn this oil and heat your home very efficiently. So anyway. Sorry.
I just figured I'd give him a little shout out and let him know. And
what?
Timmy Kazaza said thank you for the birthday wishes.
No sweat. Yeah, happy birthday, Timmy. Tell him he should check out the show and
Joey Zaza.
And we'll give him a shout out one day.
I did.
A Texas lawmaker on Thursday moved to authorize President Obama to award the Medal of Honor to Chris Kyle, the Navy SEAL sniper. The subject is a popular movie, of course. There is no doubt that this is true American hero who is worthy of nation's highest military honor. He should be given that medal of honor. Typically, there is a long Pentagon investigation that presides over granting the nation's top military medal, but legislation has been offered in the passed to bypass the process. Kyle credited with the most kills ever in American Sniper history. Was killed himself, along with his friend. Yeah, everyone knows the story about that.
Yeah, which was.
But he should be given the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I'll have to definitely agree with that.
And you know who it would be presented to, being that he can't accept the award. It would be presented to his wife, and she would be able to hang that up along with his flag.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I just picked that up on Washington Examiner.
Yeah, her profile, Michelle.
I'm sorry?
That profile that you're trying to click on.
I didn't click on it.
She was just.
I was just asking. I never
about
seen
the
it.
message in the messages, right?
Yeah, and
that's what happens when someone after I send you a message, if I go and block you, that's what happens because I can't get back on your page. Or let's say I delete the account, it'll say Facebook user. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, why? What's up? Everything okay over there?
Florida lawmakers attempt to legalize statewide cannabis industry.
Do what? What's going on? Say that again.
Florida lawmakers attempt to legalize statewide cannabis industry.
Really?
That's good.
While coalitions and legislators continue to work toward legalizing medical marijuana in Florida, one Democrat lawmaker believes the state should throw caution to the wind by establishing a taxed and regulated recreational market similar to Colorado. Senator Dwight Bullard, the reigning chairman of Miami-Dade Democratic Party, marched into the state legislature early this week with a proposal, Senate Bill 1176, that aims to legalize the cultivation and retail sales of cannabis. The bill, which replicates a piece of legislation that a lawmaker introduced last year, would allow individuals 21 and over to possess up to 2.5 ounces of sweet leaf, as long as it is grown by a state licensed cultivator. It would also let residents to cultivate up to 6 plants in their backyard. Bullard's previous attempt to pass the bill was killed in committee without even a hearing in 2014. Although the fate of the last proposal is likely to happen again, Bullard recently told the Palm Beach Post that attitudes of lawmakers are transitioning every day to being more receptive to the idea of legalizing marijuana. He said in 2011 his mother, Senator Bullard, and Representative Jeff Clements were nearly crucified when they attempted to persuade lawmakers to consider medical marijuana. But last year, those same naysayers approved cannabis oil. And the story goes on, which I'll post in just a moment. Pretty much, even though Amendment 2 failed, that gives an opportunity for people who cannot afford to go to a dispensary and pay, that they can plant 6 little plants or whatever size in their backyard and grow their own medication, which I think is, incredible. But this is Florida, so
who knows?
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, who knows when this is going to happen?
Pretty much, dude.
I mean, yes, they are proposing this bill, but how long is it going to take for them to be able to pass it? That's my question. It's great that they're starting it now, but
who knows, dude?
Who knows?
I don't know.
What do you guys think about Bruce Jenner transforming himself?
I think it's whatever, but
I think it's whatever. I think he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I don't care, dude. He's got the money.
He's got the money.
Back when he was big and
when he was on Wheaties boxes and Olympic champion.
That's a big deal. And
but for how old he is right now to transform into a woman,
you know what?
For how long he's regretted not doing it.
Right.
I don't know.
And that's the scary part of it all. If he has felt in his heart that he has been a woman this whole time, then good for him. Let him go ahead.
For him to marry Chris and have two girls.
You know what? Each his own. In one aspect of me, I do believe that people are born that way. That if you know, regardless if it's homosexual or
Or a female.
or
a
transition,
female inside.
or whatever the case, transgender. There's so many different labels out there, which I don't
Transsexual.
I don't consider them labels, but that's what unfortunately it is. And if that's the case, whatever makes them happy. I mean, honestly, life is very, very short.
I think he looks
Very
like
short.
a girl either way right now.
Well, that's part of the hormone treatment and all the shit he's getting.
You know, taking estrogen.
He has, and he's gotten hair implants, and he's done his nails,
laser.
And if that's what makes him happy, good for him. Speaking of him, the accident, I do not believe that he should be charged with anything. But Tim and I got into a little debate or questionnaire is, what if the paparazzi caused the accident for that lady to die? Should the paparazzi be responsible for...
Well, we were talking about Princess Diana.
Well, and even this, Bruce Jenner.
And this, yes.
There's a lady that died.
Yes.
So, you know...
Is it Bruce Jenner's fault?
He hit her, but that doesn't mean...
That doesn't mean that it was his fault, you know, that she died.
Sheerly accidental.
Yeah, it's sheerly accidental, exactly.
Yes, a true accident. He wasn't on the phone. They checked
There's
his phone.
pictures. Did you see some of the pictures?
He wasn't texting or anything like that.
Did you see some of the pictures of him looking down? And
My beef, and sometimes with going with Louis, you know, in the past year, that how quick or how close the paparazzi was to him after the accident that they could get the first couple of videos and shots.
Well, they follow them everywhere, of course.
I get that, but was it the same like Diana, where
they chased him?
They were following too closely, and an accident occurred where somebody was killed. I mean, that's the whole not debate or whatever that we were having.
Right. I know what you mean. No, I understand what you're saying is what I mean, but let's face it. Who the fuck is going to know the truth?
Who's going to know the truth? No one.
Right, exactly. Nobody will know the truth.
Well, as I see, he was not charged with it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I saw also, that he's not going to be charged with it.
Oh, okay. So then...
So they already did the investigation. They checked it.
The texts is what I was asking, the time of the texts and
Yes.
shit. They did all
He
of
wasn't
that.
even
so
on the
that
phone.
wasn't found. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't...
He wasn't on
wrongdoing.
the
An
phone.
accident is an accident.
He wasn't on the phone. He wasn't under any influence. It was just a freak accident. Now
just
they're
an
debating,
oops.
obviously, whether or not the paparazzi had anything to do with it. You know, and like
Now-
you said,
now
you
I
will never know.
understand it. Yeah.
And you know, he could have left the scene and then
And not say that he got into an accident.
Yeah, like earlier, but the paparazzi was there.
The paparazzi was there, taking pictures of the accident happening.
That's crazy, dude.
Yes.
Think about it.
Okay. What a right place at the right fucking time for the paparazzi, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
You know how much money they probably got for all those all those pictures that they had?
I am sharing all the video feeds we have going on. I know we only got about 30, 40 minutes left, but those feeds that are up on our page are where we'll be every day, folks, from now on, broadcasting, talking shit, So we only got about 20-something minutes left, 30-something minutes left of the show today, folks. So it's been a good show. This window's not opening up for some reason. I had a bunch of headlines up that I just want to blow through real quick.
Shoot.
Let's see. We got
Blow 'em.
FSA report. There's a bug infestation in chickens at ASDA. Food Standards Safety Administration reported was revealed that 3/4 of chickens sold in shops are infected with a deadly bug.
Is this why you got your own chickens? So then we can, make sure that you're giving them the food that you give them is safe,
You
and
are
there's
what
no
you
diseases.
Eat, buddy. You are what you eat.
Nope.
It is only... There's a method to my madness, okay? It starts with the chickens. We get eggs, 7 years, so on and so forth. We move into being able to raise our own chicken. Yeah, exactly. I'm tired of putting shit into my body.
What's next, a pig?
And making me feel like shit.
He wants a pup
I
belly.
want
You want a pig?
Yeah, I want a
Yes.
pig. Yeah, absolutely.
Call him Suey?
Yeah, right. Or call him. No, I wouldn't call him Suey. I would call him what's Wilbur?
Babe?
Wilbur? Babe or whatever.
Wilbur is Mr. Ed, isn't it?
Babe.
Wilbur.
babe.
No, I would call it.
Babe, I got something really important to tell you. Babe.
What?
McDonald's has this Shamrock Shake back. Yes!
Oh, shit.
A Shamrock Shake what?
I know where we're going after we leave. the show today,
Shamrock
so.
Shake.
What the hell is a Shamrock Shake?
Oh, it is this delicious frozen green minty.
All right, hold on the Shamrock Shake because I want to get through these headlines I got. All right, Minnesota teen pleads guilty to conspiracy with ISIS. We'll get that up on the Facebook page.
Damn, she's
as well.
pretty hot also. It's a shame.
Oh, the chick? Yeah. All right, so that's up on the Facebook page. Now, the next one. Forget this.
Forget the alien report.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. All right, the next one was...
I saw this actually yesterday on TV.
What, the aliens?
No, the llama one that you're about to pull up.
No, I'm not pulling up. NASA investigating alien spot on planet leaves experts puzzled. Jesus Christ. Looks like, maybe...
it looks like it was photoshopped on the moon picture.
Either that or some space junk hit the fucking moon and left a shiny spot. Who knows? Back to the Future, the headlights of the car. You never fucking know, man. They're coming our way.
He's just back at DeLorean on the moon.
Yeah, you know.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Unusual supercomet heading towards Earth, leaving scientists baffled. So,
are we gonna die? Is this Armageddon?
I don't know. I'll put that up on the Facebook page. We'll see how that goes too. What do we got here? No, that's the same fucking one. We don't want that.
We don't want that.
No. So go ahead. Let's talk about the Shamrock Shake.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to know what the Shamrock Shake is.
Tell them what the Shamrock Shake
I
is.
just did.
Oh.
It was minty, green, yummy.
Delicious.
Green is like one of my favorite colors.
Yums. We love greens.
For more,
some green bat.
For
We love
more
greens.
than one reason, but it's just the best.
All right, here's the best headline I've got of them all. All right, Berkeley, California bans police drones taking over steps to demilitarize cops. On Tuesday morning, I woke up to news of Berkeley City Council meeting that would pass or reject a 2-year memorandum on the use of drones by the city happening later in the afternoon. By the evening, I was pleasantly surprised to hear the city council had indeed passed a 1-year ban on police using drones and referred recommendations on remodeling community police relations to the city manager. Basically, what that says is, how we play with our drone and you can't use it for monetarized. Right. I cannot fly my drone commercially without getting the tail wing registered, which it doesn't have, without getting a pilot's license, which there's no schools to provide one, says the FCC. So now what this says is the police, want to start using drones to do surveillance and things of that nature.
Yeah, for search and rescue or...
No, to spy on your ass.
Oh, I don't want that.
Right.
The hell are they going to freaking spy on? They're just going to drive around with freaking drones looking up in the air, see if anyone's doing any criminal acts?
Well, we've got forward-looking infrared on ours. I could look through your walls, bro, see you sitting on your bed beating your meat.
That's a waste of fucking money.
Well, no, it's not, because then they'll just fly over houses, look for grow room heat signatures.
But is that all they're going to do?
Meth labs.
Meth labs, but is that all they're going to look for?
Anything. Who knows? They could do anything. That's my point.
I think our personal privacy is being violated in so many ways with that.
Absolutely.
DC police officers told smell of marijuana is no longer a reason to stop a person or a vehicle.
Yeah. Sure. Tell that to fucking Hernando County.
DC, because it just cleared a minute.
Tell that to the fucking rookies that are going to
tell that to Hernando County. Yeah.
7 fatally shot in Missouri.
Really?
7 people. Yeah, it just happened last night. It says 7 people were shot dead. 1 injured overnight attacks in a small southeastern Missouri town. The suspected gunman was found dead in the neighboring county. The victims' bodies were found in 4 different homes in Tyrone, in Texas County, about 40 miles north of the Arkansas border. The 36-year-old suspect from Tyrone was later found dead in a vehicle in Shannon County.
Every time you say Tyrone, I want to start talking like this, man.
Yeah, I thought Tyrone was the freaking suspect's name, but
hey, man, what you talking about me for?
He shot himself after he was found in a vehicle with an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Not good.
The Texas County Sheriff's Office received a call about 10:15 p.m. Thursday night from a young woman who said that he had fled to a neighbor's home after hearing gunshots in her home.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, she heard gunshots in her home and then saw the suspect running from her house to go into the neighbor's house.
That's weird.
They found 2 people dead in that home. Officers later found 5 more victims and 1 injured in 3 additional homes. The body of an older lady was found in another home. Wow, holy crap, this guy just went on a killing spree.
Yeah, enough said, dude. Holy fuck.
But she appeared to have died of natural causes.
Yeah, he's
had a heart attack, scared the shit out of her.
I was just going to say
Had a heart
that.
attack and died.
I was just going to say that. You see, Tim and I are wearing. Hey, let me move the mic around. There we go.
We're moving. Wrong way. Yeah. Joe, we're supporting you because we're coming down there next week, and
it's a Joe Exotic thing. We're
That
on
would
our
be a
way.
good picture. The 2 of you sitting there with Joe Exotic. Hold on, is your
Look at the camera because I can screenshot.
Wait, we don't need to take a picture right now. We can take a picture.
We can. I could take a
I
screenshot.
want one. Look at the camera. Move the microphone.
Move the microphone. Move the microphone.
Do what I
We
said.
can do this friggin' after the show. Go ahead.
Now look at the
We
camera.
did it already. All right, it's all done. Yes, we're wearing our Joe Exotic shirts because we're really excited to go up there.
We're how many days away?
3, 4, 4 days.
Is it
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday? We will be there.
Tuesday we will be there. What in the afternoon? 12.
We'll be there at like noontime, probably. Noontime their time, which will be 1 o'clock here. Which hour difference really doesn't matter.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna be so jet lagged coming out of that plane.
No, you're not. It's an hour time difference.
No, I'm gonna be jet lagged.
Oh my God!
Here we go. He's gonna have to go take a nappy poo when you get there.
To our friends Chris and Chrissy, thank you so much.
Oh yes, for the shirts, Daytona Beach shirts.
I would love to have been there. To have been there.
Should have been there. I wish I should have been there.
Should have been there. Should have been there.
Should have been there. What the hell was that?
I don't fucking know, dude. We just go off in these weird ass shits.
Oh, it was that. She was locking back and forth. I'm like, what the hell was that? I thought someone was unlocking the door over
The second time I heard it, that's what I looked at.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. All right. So, Talk Shit Radio Network, guys. We've got about 20 minutes left. I want to talk about where we're going, and that's once again Joe Exotic, GW
Zoological Park in Oklahoma, Winewood.
Thank you, sir. And I don't know how
we've been talking about it for weeks now because we've been so excited. And now it's down to the wire.
Yeah, it's just hours away.
Just like what? 96 hours away.
96 hours away.
I shared a link.
Did you?
On Talk Shit that Joe shared 58 minutes ago. It's called Animals and Friends, Volume 32. Joe
cool.
Exotic Animals and Friends, Volume 32.
Nice.
Oh, I said it twice.
Yes, you did. Oh, I got a big stretch going on here.
Oh,
that felt good. Yes, it did, bro. That was what we call the 7th inning stretch.
Are you going to get your back broken before we go over to Joe Exotics?
No.
He said no.
No.
Nah.
No.
You're going to be like hunchback.
I don't think I'll be going back to the chiropractor.
Better.
I wouldn't do fucking chiropractor.
No, I'm
to that.
Yeah.
going to have to find an alternative to it.
Chiropractors fuck your back up even more.
Yeah, I do believe so, because about 2 days afterwards, I am so sore.
Okay, so tell him no adjustments. You just want the zit zit in the chair.
You do the zit zit.
Not the zit zit. It's not a tinge using.
I don't even like it.
It
It's this
actually
electrical
works.
thing, electrical stimulation
It
thing
works
that they
good.
put. I don't even like that.
It works.
The zit, that's the zit zit.
It's not.
You're getting the whoop-whoops.
Whoop-whoops, yes. I don't want no whoop-woops.
The zit zit.
I think
We need
if
a
I
whoop
put the
whoop.
zit zit on my temples, I would get the whoop-whoops.
I'll tell you where I want to put the zit zit later when we get off the air.
Oh,
This is Talk Shit Radio, everyone. Thank you very much.
Timmy says, all right, I'm out of here.
I'm out.
I'm going to walk home today, he says. We're going to shock the pussy here right on live on Talk Shit Radio. Bubba the Love Sponge used to do that. Bubba the Love Sponge would take a TENS unit and put it in a woman's vajayjay, and they would turn it on. Live. Yeah. It was called Shock the Puss. That was the name of the episode.
The name of the episode, Shock the Puss?
The FCC fucking hated him. That's why he got in so much trouble. They killed a pig. On the air. So they could cook it.
Mm-hmm.
They killed it in a Koshuit manner,
the fuck's
very
the problem with
sterile.
that?
And the FCC brought up charges. Hillsborough County came in, and this Animal Rights Act. Holy shit, it was ridiculous, bro.
It was a big problem.
Do you remember that, babe?
No, I was looking at this thing that
What?
it said Springstead High School 30-year reunion plus or minus. So anybody that's at 30 years or under can come to this reunion.
Plus or minus, so both.
Right. Or above it.
Above and below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fucking people that's going to go to the Springstead reunion.
Yeah.
See if we
It's
can
not
get hold
just 30
of-
years.
Let's see if we can't get Talk Shit Radio Network in there and broadcast live from the Springstead High School 30 plus or minus year reunion. Simple fact is, because we are local here, you went to the high school, I know people from the high school, it would be a good deal to do. What do you
They
think?
want to do it at a house. Come out and
house
have
party?
fun.
Even better.
Friday night at 6 p.m.
This Friday?
No, in
Oh.
June. It says they have
This
an
Friday? Today?
Today.
Oh my God, my heart just hit. I mean, you have no idea. Oh.
It says they don't want to do a bar restaurant atmosphere where everybody dresses up.
So
and
we'll do a
whatever.
friggin' house party.
Listen.
That's
I
not a
was
bad
thinking
idea.
about a huge bonfire, food.
At a
Bring
park
your
or something
own.
like that, yeah.
Bring your own bottle. Bring your own type of
The
stuff.
only problem with that,
Everyone is just sitting and chit chatting with one another. Bring old photos, memoriam, and it'd be very low cost.
it'll get out of hand.
Well, yeah, with so many different classes.
I guess it would depend on how big of a house she had.
It'll
But
get
even
out
still,
of
when
hand.
people
Somebody's
can
going to
bring
get
their
drunk.
own,
There's always that one.
there's always something.
There's always that one.
And it doesn't matter if you're
Yep.
if you're there or at a commercial
You know what
place.
sucks, dude, is there's always that one that for some reason
That guy.
targeted me.
But if you're at a commercial,
You know that guy.
That guy.
but if
Am
you're
I
at a-
right, babe? I always get targeted for that shit.
Oh,
if you're
but
at
they
a-
give you love. He's pulling a Tony.
No, you got to do this first. And then you sit back and you put the puss on. Look. You can't see it because the mustache and his beard. Yep.
I don't even know. Oh, at a commercial place, you're not going to be. I'm going to say it either way. I'm going to say it either way.
Do it.
We're still
At
waiting.
a commercial place, you won't be able to do half the shit that you would be able to do at a private,
That's
residence.
not true. You don't know us very well, do you? at a certain at a certain reunion that Michelle and I went to.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was doobies away.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
Things going on.
it just took one person to spark it off, so to speak, and then there was
Spark it off.
yeah. Well, no pun intended, but
Well,
pun intended.
Lefty,
And then the joints went flying everywhere.
Lefty Lou.
It was funny, bro.
Are you a southpaw?
Yeah.
You are.
Somebody who knows in that.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not even
Well,
what
that's
it was.
not why
what
they
that-
called it.
Yeah,
But,
because
yes,
when I introduced myself at the time, I was a trucking supervisor
Mm-hmm.
for a transportation company, and I
So what
had
does the left have to do with it?
well, hold on. I had this probably $2,000 to $3,000 Armani suit on.
Mm-hmm.
That was gangster all the way. It was the real
Suspenders,
sheen.
everything?
dude. The suspenders,
White
the
tie,
vest,
the fedora.
I didn't wear the fedora. I had it, but I didn't wear it. I should have. Yeah, but it's actually we actually buried my stepfather in it.
Nice.
It was his suit, and he lent it to me and said, "Here, I have no use for it. If I need it, I'll give it back to you."
It
When
was
he
our
got sick-
10-year reunion.
Yep,
My
it was-
high school 10-year
Yeah.
reunion.
So here I am. Well, it wasn't at Springstead, but it was.
Well, no. It was
Anyway.
Springstead 10-year reunion.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we're walking around, and I introduced myself. How you doing? Name's Lou. What do you do for a living? I'm in the trucking industry.
He had a joint in his ear.
The whole time.
Yeah.
No cigar.
No.
So this guy.
This guy's like Lefty Lou over here. We're gonna go smoke a joint with Lefty Lou over here,
And
and then
then-
it stuck. That was it.
And then what happened, Lou?
We went out on the balcony of this 200-year-old hotel.
And then what happened?
It almost collapsed.
Almost.
Almost.
You know what a lawsuit that would have been?
Yeah, I know.
That would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, it was the
What's
Bellevue Biltmore.
I was going like this on the friggin' thing.
Yeah,
Oh
it was. We were getting fucked up, and I was joking about it. Imagine if this fucker collapses, and then Timmy, I swear to God, crack, and then about a 2-inch
dropped
little
a little
rock.
bit, yep.
And I look at the dude, because I'm the guy.
The guy.
And he's the dude.
The guy.
I look at the dude, he looks at the guy, and we're like, well, everybody, because he was a fireman at the time. Everybody inside now, inside. Security's on the ground
that
going,
fireman
there's too much on, there's
too much
weight.
Get off!
That fireman that
Get off!
passed, he was there.
Yeah.
And his twin sister was there.
Fireman who passed.
That I was talking about earlier that are doing the ALS golf tournament in
Yeah.
Brooksville.
Yes.
He was at that
there
reunion.
with us.
He didn't smoke, but he was there hanging out. He
Yeah.
couldn't smoke, but he was there hanging out. So
Oh.
that's wow, full circle.
I believe my 10-year reunions this year.
Is it?
Yeah,
You
I told
should
him to
go,
go. He said, "Wow." He didn't like him then. He doesn't like him now.
Who the
Is
fuck
what
does he
said to
sound
me.
like? Who?
Nah.
I forget who the hell we talked to that sound.
This guy.
Saying that.
This guy.
Um,
Who's probably also from New York.
Excuse me?
Who's probably also from New York.
the guy.
That guy, he's probably
Yes,
from New York
you're right.
also.
Yeah, you're right. He is from New York.
Oh.
He's actually the guy we got to go see after the show.
Oh, that guy? That guy right there.
Oh no, not that guy. It's the other guy.
Oh, the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Give us a couple of steps.
Right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. The audience is out there going, "What the fuck are they saying?"
We're just bullshitting.
Yeah. 19 minutes left of the show. I want to thank everyone.
Thanks. I want to thanks everybody.
Thanks God.
I want to thanks everybody joining
You know
us
what?
today.
That goes to my father.
That goes
in
to your
Vegas
father, your
and,
grandmom. Yeah, definitely.
My
Thanks,
grandparents.
God.
And
I
Mr.
wanna
B.
thanks
Let's not
everybody.
forget
Oh,
Mr. B.
yeah. The hell no,
He's
not.
I want to thanks everybody.
Thanks God.
I want to thanks God.
Thanks be to God.
Thanks be to.
No, you can't use the B.
No, it's praise Jeebus.
Jeebus?
Yeah, it's Homer Simpson.
Homer.
Praise Jeebus. No! I want to thank. I definitely want to thank Pee Wee Herman for coming here today. Oh, you don't have to thank me.
You still have cameras up, so Pee Wee Herman was here.
Well, he was here, but now you know it's me. So go fuck yourselves. Thanks for pointing that out, douchebag.
What are you dancing
Where are we
about
going
over
in
there?
90 hours?
We're going to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh no, he didn't go there.
We are going to the GW Zoological.
Houston, we have a problem.
I gotta go.
See you later, Houston. Oh, yeah.
All righty.
We're going to Oklahoma.
We're going to Oklahoma to where?
To the GW Zoological Park, hosted by Joe Exotic. He will be with us. We will be broadcasting every single day over there. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine. I'm hoping that the weather is nice over there. Joe, I'm sorry. We're going to Oklahoma, and
He's still laughing.
I'm so sorry. I don't know how why that came out. Moving on.
Oh my God!
I got a couple of skits that I have
Yeah,
produced
we got-
over here that we're gonna record over there, and it's gonna be a great time. Actually, I hope
shit.
Joe will be a part of it. And I hope he'll like my ideas that I actually have written up for this.
You have ideas?
He's got ideas.
Some
I've seen
ideas.
that
I've been
light bulb
working-
popping on and off.
I've been working a little bit on it.
Yeah, in his own time too.
Yeah, we'll see.
I have the old publicity deal that I'm gonna pull that we're gonna pull here, and it's more than just publicity. It's gonna be done for animal awareness, and a portion of it. Of all the funds we raise are going to go towards that, and another portion of the funds that we raise are going to go because I'm going to combine the whole schlabedel.
The whole schlabedel?
The whole schlabedel. I don't know what that word means, but
I don't know what
it
that
sounded
word
good.
means either.
The whole schlabedel
It sounds
into
like a
one.
Jew word.
It is. It probably is. It probably means the whole fucking.
The whole enchilada.
The whole enchilada. We're going to combine it all into one. I want to kind of do like a road trip, talk shit road trip, like I've talked about. We're going to broadcast live from each location we stop at, and the money we raise, we'll go ahead and donate a big portion of it to charities.
Why do we gotta be an enchilada? I want to be a chimichanga.
I
be
think we
whatever
like.
you
What's the
want.
other thing we like? Was it the
Taquitos?
chimichangas? No, it was the chimichangas. Chicken chimichanga, bro.
You ever seen Meet the Fockers?
Oh yeah.
I'm at Chimichangas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we got it from. We wanted to try it after hearing about it. We were like,
I never had ginger chicken. Never had it.
Bro, if you like chicken and you like Mexican food.
Is it like a quesadilla, but
No.
wrapped up?
No, better.
Oh,
It's
God,
better with
so
white
good.
sauce and rice.
White cheese.
White sauce. I don't want any of
cheese.
that.
It's cheese. It's white cheese. It's phenomenal. You like beans and rice?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Beans
then
and
you
rice.
mix it
I
all
like
up
beans and
together
rice.
and you
Beans and
fucking
rice.
chop it all up and you throw it all in together. Oh,
Throw
my God. Guess where we're going for lunch? No, I'm just kidding. 'Cause if I go there for lunch, I'll be regretting
Later.
doing it at dinner. Yeah.
Aha. Or the next day.
Well, yeah, no, it won't make it that long.
It'll slide out real easily.
Yeah, it'll slide out.
Oh.
What you talking about?
Want to go camping?
Oh! I can't wait to rewatch this episode of Talk
Rewatch.
Shit
We'll watch.
on YouTube because it's going to be funny watching you turn beet fucking red and run out of the studio.
Can't believe I said that.
I can. It was funny as hell.
It fucking slipped out.
Yeah, what are you going to do? So, yeah.
It slipped
Shit.
out.
Yeah, it slipped out.
You know,
Mish
right?
is like, I can't believe I said that. I apologize.
Yeah, well, I named the show "Setting the Record" today. I don't know what record we're setting. It was just the thought of the day. Do you believe we have 22,000 plays today?
Of the morning. That's crazy.
22,000 people have played our shit.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Only still 992 followers. That bothers me a little. Come on, guys. Get out there. Get on that Spreaker account. Get up in the... create yourself a little Spreaker account and follow us. The more followers we have, the better it looks for our advertisers, and that helps us out. And these ads we do play, go ahead, check it out, man. You know, you're not under any obligation to buy anything. You can check us out at www.talkshitradionetwork.com. I'm going to put the YouTube live feed up there as well.
Also on Facebook.com/Talk Shit
TV show. Yep.
And
And Talk Shit Radio Network.
Like that.
Yep. Yes, you got that.
Got that. And you can watch us also on our website, TalkShitRadioNetwork.com.
That's right.
That's right.
We've got the video feed and the audio feed there. And like I said, I'm going to try and get the YouTube feed up on there. I had difficulty doing it last time, so we'll see what I can do today. Bro, I can't believe 90-something, less than 90 fucking hours away, we're getting on a plane and we're flying out to the zoo to hang out with Joe Exotic. You know I'm going to fuck with him when he's going live. You know we got to fuck with him.
Why?
Oh, I got something planned for him while he's doing his show.
Shit, we might be on one of those.
We're going to be on one of them.
We might be
sure.
on one of those
Whether
shows.
he asks us to come on it or not, we're going to be on it. Don't you worry.
I'm going to wear the underwear.
Oh,
I'm going to wear the
don't let
underwear.
the cat out of the bag because we're both going to we're streaking the set in those underwear.
My
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yes.
cheapest.
Streaking the set.
Don't
in the Joe
blow it
Exotic
up.
underwear. Oh, no. They're not going to be able to control us. They're not going to know when it's going to happen. We're going to be there for fucking quite a few days.
Yeah, I know.
So we are underwear bombing the show. We have to do it. Can't.
Oh,
I need to do a little.
it'll make you famous.
Yeah, I'll make you famous.
famous. I got to do a little
manscaping.
A little bit.
I guess I should probably do the same. I don't want my big old fat ass bush hanging out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. It's not the fucking Amazon down
You
there.
got an ass bush.
You think you got ass, buddy? Let me show you a goddamn jungle.
Let me show you something.
You want to see the Amazon? I got it with me all the time.
Yeah.
It's just as dark and wet.
I know the news. Alrighty then.
And another.
Yeah. With that said, guys, we got about 12
That's
minutes
not
left.
right.
I'm going to go ahead and get some advertisements up on only about 3 minutes of it, and then I'm going to close the show with some Addie Lane. What do you think, guys?
Addie Lane is in my ear.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
the
not
wrong.
it.
Yeah, that was
Jesus
funny when you
Christ.
did that. We should actually.
What?
Never mind.
Never mind. We'll talk about
We'll
this
talk
later.
about that after the show.
Talk about this
Anyway,
later.
so let's get these commercials up. I'm going to end the broadcast on the cameras. We'll finish out the audio with some commercials. You've been listening to Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone. This is Talk Shit Radio. TGIF Friday 227 set the record for I don't know what. We've had
We're
Silent
just setting
Fish
the
on.
record.
Yeah, we're just setting the record.
We're
for
just setting the fucking record.
Yeah, the most amount of bullshit in one
When
show.
you put that needle on top of that vinyl, that's setting the record.
That's
Put the needle on the record.
Put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, and the drum beat goes like this.
Timmy's like, what the?
I got it on both sides of me. Jesus Christ.
Wrong. All right, guys. Talk Shit Radio Network. Silent Mish, thanks for coming in and bullshitting with us. Timmy, as always, thank you. Yvonne, everyone that was in the chat, if I forget who was there and I forget to thank you, I apologize. But it looks like it was only Yvonne, John, and Kerry. So, and us. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. This is Talk Shit Radio Network. Again, appreciate it. Going to go ahead and shut the cameras down now, and we're going to end the video broadcast. And then
let's do a little Addie Lane.
Yeah, we're going to play a couple commercials, and we're going to end the show with some Addie Lane. So Talk Shit Radio Network, have a good weekend, everyone. Coming up is some replays of our shows. Talk Shit Radio. See ya!
The United States Zoological Association and Team USZA Animal Miracle Network supports the owners of all species of pets. Our mission is to educate and help people of the world become better caretakers of the animals you have chosen to be a part of your family. Through the Miracle Network, we strive to grant last wishes for the terminally ill to meet an animal of their choice. It's through education we can save our wildlife and make a better place for them to live amongst us. Join the USZA today at usza.us and become part of a world loving animals.
Attention, if you've had hip replacement surgery and suffered any complications, you need to listen to this important legal alert. Major manufacturers have made billions of dollars available to award legal claims for defective hip implants. Thousands of these defective hip implants have been recalled by various manufacturers. If you've had hip surgery and suffered complications, you may be entitled to receive significant compensation to help you deal with your complications. You may be eligible to receive money to help with medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Protect yourself by hiring an experienced trial attorney. Our partner law firms are experts in hip replacement surgery lawsuits. Find out now if you're eligible to receive any of the $2.5 billion HIP settlement fund. Call now for free information.
855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. That's 855-586-1560.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 877-229-7271. Again, 877-229-7271. That's 877-229-7271. 877-229-7271.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was in your sight. You got me all alone. You found me, you found me, you found me. I guess you didn't care, and I guess I like that. And when I fell hard, you took a step back. Without me, without me, without me. And it's long gone when it's meant to me. And I realize the blame is on me. 'Cause I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Shaming me now, pulling me to places I never been.